cold, open. It is Rockingham County's first game this year against a team with a bird as a mascot. Jonathan Hatley's here with me. What's your thoughts?
I'm happy to be here at the county seat.
I'm in about the mascot thing.
About
Do
the
you
mascot
think that affects
thing?
the team at all?
I mean, you've got a mythical bird versus a great big cat.
Now, who would win?
I mean, considering one exists and one doesn't.
That is true. That is true. And one of them's just constantly on fire for no reason. Like, I guess that makes it unbeatable, but it just – I feel like that gets in the way of a good fight.
It sort of does give a little bit of an unfair advantage.
I don't know. But these are things that are too high for us.
These are the things – you're seeing a little behind the scenes here, folks. These are the things that Jay and I talk about off air before games.
This is about how the pregame goes. It's either we're trying to get a coach for an interview or we're talking about some hypothetical that doesn't make any sense that would never happen.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. But we got Rockingham County girls versus McMichael girls basketball action coming up here to you shortly in about 10 minutes or so. Then after that game, we've got the McMichael boys taking on the Rockingham County boys here in the county seat of Rockingham County, Wentworth, North Carolina. Going to start with a quick preview of the girls' game, and then we've got an interview with Rockingham County girls coach Jesse Wall as he talks about their Christmas tournament and what he thinks they could improve on and what he specifically wants to see in this game as they take on McMichael, specifically in the first quarter of the game. First, though, we're going to look at Jesse Wall and Taylor Lugers, kind of a coach versus coach thing. They both took over their programs in 2017, 2018. They've been around a while. I mean, anything pre-COVID feels like it was ages ago, and it's coming up on nearly a decade. This means that it's their 8th season, I believe. Rockingham County has owned the matchup mostly. They've won 14 of 17. The Cougars won the first 5. Then Taylor Lugers won the next 3. And Wall and the Cougars have won the last 9. It's been double-digit wins for Rockingham County since 2022. Margin of victory has stayed the same home and away, so I'm not sure if that will be too much of a factor. But these are two coaches who have been around the block for a little while.
Oh, definitely. And, both these coaches come in undefeated in mid-state play so far. The Phoenix at 2-0 in the mid-state, the Cougars at 3-0. But the overall records, the McMichael Phoenix at 2-4 on the young season, and Rockingham County at 10-3. 2 of those 3 losses coming to top 20 teams in the state of North Carolina.
And coming in tied for second with McMichael in conference play is Moorhead at 2-0. Moorhead girls are not playing action tonight, so we are basically seeing winner goes number 1 in the conference.
Yeah, until tomorrow. I believe Moorhead takes on Reedsville tomorrow night. And if I have to pull a prediction on that game, I would say that Moorhead girls have the advantage in that one.
Never know till you see it, though.
This is true.
Yeah, it is. High school basketball, especially high school girls basketball, it's hard to predict outcomes. I mean, you can on a large scale, but it's hard to know which way it's going to bounce off the rim.
Which way it's going to bounce off somebody's body, whose body is going to bounce off the floor.
Yeah, I'm predicting at least 75 jump balls between Renaya Hargrove and Sanaya Simpson tonight.
Oh, yeah, they like to tie it up down low. And, a lot of it's going to depend on, to some degree, to the officiate. Are they going to call them in for the reaching in for the foul, or are they going to call the jump ball for the tie-up? It could go either way.
McMichael girls have not taken the court yet. Rockingham County girls are on the right side of the court if you're opposite the logo. So picture you walk in and you're on the left side. They are on the right side of that. That was that confused me. I don't even know where they are now.
They're on the right-hand side of your radio dial.
Oh, I can't see. Okay. But, oh. now I'm a little worried. Yeah, but the McMichael girls have not taken the floor yet.
Yeah, we tried to track down Coach Lugers for an interview and didn't see him. Haven't seen him tonight either. So our only interview that we were able to get was with Coach Jesse Wall, the Cougars.
Well, the Phoenix still haven't taken the floor yet. We are still going to play the Coach Jesse Wall interview. Special thanks to him for giving us a couple minutes of his time. I'm Jay Ramey of RoCo Radio here with Coach Jesse Wall of the Rockingham County Cougars. Coach, what was your number one takeaway from tournament play at Christmas time?
We need to play better, first off. I mean, that's definitely the number one takeaway is that, there's a lot of different factors you could say, but we just didn't play good basketball. We got to get back to playing the way we're supposed to play, and had a couple off days, just kind of out of sync, had some people missing, had sickness going through us. But, end of the day, there's no excuses. You got to play. So we just got to get back to playing like we should.
Was the quality of competition higher than you play the rest of the year? Was that part of it or no?
I mean, we played good teams, but, at the end of the day, I won't say that we beat ourselves versus other things happening. We did it to ourselves. So we just have to get better, and we are. We're continuing to get there, trying to put it behind us next game.
And what would you say the most glaring issue was that you would like your team to clean up in this game?
Oh, taking care of the basketball. We had a lot of unforced turnovers, a lot of things that we just uncharacteristic of us. So we just got to take care of the basketball. If we have it, we can get a shot off. If we turn it over, that's an opportunity to score. We lost. So we want to make sure that we have the basketball, get shots off, and see what we can to just keep the possession of the basketball when we have it.
According to Jonathan Hatley and Max Preps, not sure how reliable either of those are, you've played two of the top 20 teams in the state thus far. Do you think that helps your team moving forward, having played that tough competition?
Oh, I mean, yeah, playing iron sharpens iron. So, I mean, you want to play the best, play good teams. We got a couple good games coming up later on in the schedule as well. So, as far as rankings go, so, you want to play good competition. It can only help you. Obviously, you could take some lumps at times, but playing good competition that's what you're here for. We want to play the best.
And what do you want to see out of your team immediately out of the gate in the first quarter against McMichael tonight?
Just play within ourselves and play Rockingham County basketball.
All right, that was Coach Jesse Wall of the Rockingham County Cougars. Thank you so much, Coach. That was Coach Wall. Special thanks to Wall for the access he gives us to his thoughts on the game. He just wants the team to play Rockingham County basketball coming out of the gate in the first quarter, and that probably means he wants them to do that for quarters 2 through 4 as well.
Yeah, I love interviews with Jesse. He just gets right to the point. First question out of the gate, got to play better. That's such a Coach Wall answer. He doesn't beat around the bush, and I'm here for it. And
post-Christmas tournament, it seemed they did that. They got a 57-18 win against Carver in conference play. So they're coming out with some fire.
And, I got to see Carver play earlier this season. Well, you did too. We saw him in that game, the game at Reedsville. And, Rockingham did what you expected Rockingham to do. Carver's girls, not a strong basketball team. And, right now that's kind of how McMichael's sitting at 2-0 as well. They played Bartlett Yancey, who they beat, and I want to say the other game was against Carver. I might be wrong on that. No, it was against Reedsville. And from what Coach Wall was telling us, that game went double overtime, and ultimately the Phoenix pulled out a 4-point win, and that was Tuesday night.
Leading in the comments says, quote, hard one for me tonight, unquote. So I'm assuming she's talking about the Ole Miss-Miami game. People keep asking me about my college plans. The plan is to go to Ole Miss, and then like 2 weeks before finals, something like that, of my last semester, I will probably transfer to LSU and start afresh.
Oh, my.
That's the plan. Look, it's
I understand what she means by hard one for tonight.
Melita, you're framing it the wrong way. It's all about the frame you put it in. Okay? Look, think about this. You get to celebrate one of the teams you don't like being sent home. How about that? Hey, bye-bye an SEC team. Oh, hey, bye-bye Miami. Look. No, Melita, not seriously. I was making a Lane Kiffin joke.
I'm anti-SEC all the way. Jay and I discussed this before the game as well. There are certain teams that are in the SEC that I do like. I like Auburn, okay. I'm not a particular fan of too many other teams in the SEC because they have this superiority complex that is unjustified at this point in time. Considering that
was it justified at any point though?
That's a good question. Considering they're claiming national titles that they never played for. Back before they had a national title game, everybody that went undefeated is like, oh, we're the national champs this year. Okay, if you say so.
Oh, Melita says not talking about the football game. So I guess she's talking about the basketball game. It's not hard.
Joe in the comments. Jay is going to get his NIL money from Washington and then breach his contract and go to LSU.
Depends on the money, man. I mean.
Hey, with all that NIL out there, I'd be hard-pressed to turn it down too.
Look. I guess Melita's talking about the basketball game.
She is.
Look, you can cheer for both teams.
I mean, Rockingham County is a very, very likable school, a very likable team, but she has the predicament when they play against McMichael that both of her sons went to and graduated from there.
But how much does she like her sons?
It depends on the day.
Look, we cheer for both teams to have a very good performance. Two teams can both play good.
Hey, this is a county game. We're the impartial observers. We're just here to bring you the action. So it's just one of those things. I have to turn off my little bit of inherent bias where I'm a McMichael grad when they're playing a county game. It's much easier when teams are playing teams out of the county. I can root for our county team, and nobody thinks anything of it.
The most bias I encounter is when I like one team's colors or jersey combination more. No, I'm kidding. That's not a factor. That's not a factor. Yeah, Melita says she'll be taking the advice and just cheering for both teams to have a good performance. She might lean McMichael, but that's okay. That is okay. Wherever you're listening in from, Wentworth, Stoneville, Madison, Mayodan, Reedsville, even Eden.
Missouri, Kuwait.
Sure. And whoever you're cheering for, we're glad to have you along. You might be on Facebook, YouTube, Substack, or RoCoRadio.com, but we are happy to have you along. Rockingham County girls taking on the McMichael girls. Got a sort of extended pregame show as McMichael girls took a little bit to take the floor. Unclear exactly why, but they are out on the court warming up now. We've got about 7.5 minutes until tip-off. And I was going through some stats today, found something interesting. So from the 2021 to 2022 season all the way to the 24-25 season, which was when McMichael was in that there's 4-year periods in high school, and McMichael was in the Mid-State 2A.
Right.
McMichael, they always took a massive step up in January specifically. They went a combined 16-24 in those seasons before January, but they went 17-9 during the first month of the year. And that's an increase from 40% to 65.4%. Probably part of that is conference play. That's just what I'm assuming. But Rockingham County, on the inverse side, they dipped from 36-7 pre-January, 84%, to I believe it was 21-8 for 72%. I don't think this is due to like McMichael's New Year's resolution or anything. It's probably due more to conference play. McMichael was in a weak Mid-State 2A compared to Rockingham County's Mid-State 3A, but it could still carry over, and it'll probably carry over to this 4-year stretch because the 3A, 4A, 5A is mostly made up of Mid-State 2A teams.
Yeah, it's a lot coming from the Mid-State 2A. You had Bartlett Yancey's a new addition. Carver's a new addition. And then you had Rockingham County that came in from the Mid-State 3A. And being in that Mid-State 3A conference in basketball was tough for the Cougars. You know, Coach Wall talked about iron sharpens iron. Or when you're playing against Dudley and Ben L. Smith as conference opponents every year, that's iron sharpening iron, especially on the basketball court.
Absolutely. And Rockingham County was doing very well against them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think they split with Dudley. They beat Dudley in the conference tournament, ultimately falling to Ben L. Smith in the conference championship.
2-1 against Dudley, if you're right, and then 1-2 against Ben L. Smith.
Yeah.
Nothing to sneeze at. But, yeah, it's a good way to get ready. Good way to get ready for the rest of the season. Damian Price was saying that he splits the season up into like 3 periods, pre-Christmas and then the Christmas tournament season, and then conference play after that. And he uses the non-conference games to warm up for the conference games, and I think most people or most coaches and schedulers treat it like that.
And, you know, that's the way you really need to approach it as a coach because, you know, losing non-conference games, yes, it hurts your RPI. Yes, it hurts your overall standings, and it can hurt your playoff positioning. But winning your conference is ultimately going to be the most important thing. If you can go undefeated in your conference, you're absolutely going to make the playoffs.
And a large part of the non-conference, I mean, just as much of your RPI is the opponents you face as your actual record. So it really, really does matter to play a team with an 80% win clip.
Oh, yeah, and, you know, in Rockingham's case, they've lost 3 games. 2 of them were to top 20 teams in the state in Bishop McGuinness and Concord Christian. And I think they were ranked 16 and 20 in the state. And I can't remember which one was 16, which was 20. But, you know, to come in, face 2 top 20 teams in the state in your sport, that's type of competition that you want to face to get you ready for your conference play and get you ready for a playoff run.
Clarification in the comments: yes, Melita, I was joking. I'm not going to go to Ole Miss and then transfer 2 weeks before finals to LSU. That's a joke made at the expense of Lane Kiffin, and more so made at the expense of the absurd scheduling that college football has. That is...
Yeah, open the transfer portal before the playoffs are over. That's like trading in the NFL right at the playoffs.
Yeah, it's more so like your players' deals expiring before the playoffs. It's like signing a contract through April of said year when the playoffs end in June. It doesn't make any sense. Joe says he's going to Mississippi State, #Egg Bowl. Look, man, perhaps. Okay? I don't know. How about this? I'll transfer to whichever school wins the Pop-Tart Bowl next year. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, Joe, at least you didn't say Mayo Bowl, but I wouldn't expect that out of you. You hate mayo.
Nobody likes mayonnaise. Anyway.
Okay, we're fighting.
Look, no, I would lose that fight. Yeah, storylines looking at going into this game. I'm assuming Rockingham County is going to try to dominate the mid-range and take a lot of threes. McMichael's got Sanaya Simpson and Chelsea Lowe there, the team captains. Well, I don't know if... No, it may have been Rihanna up there instead of one of those. But nevertheless, they'll be down low. They get a lot of blocks. And Alexandra Scales is going to be in there as well. So if Rockingham County can get open shots, Hatley mentioned before the game they'll be running motion offense. If they get open good shots and take them, I think that they'll be in a very good spot. And with Lena Strittmatter there as the quarterback of the offense, they're likely going to get those open shots.
Yeah, and I'm expecting Rockingham County's defense to really turn up the pressure in the backcourt. They like to press the guards, bringing the ball up. They like to step into those passing lanes to make steals. That's sort of what Rockingham County does in girls basketball. They thrive on pressuring on the defensive side. And, it's going to come down to, can McMichael come down and break that press? I think that's going to be a huge part of it. Now, with Sanaya Simpson and Chelsea Lowe and Alexandra Scales down low, Rockingham County is one of the few teams that they will not outsize down low. They've got Reese Pirtle down low, Laney Rebb down low.
That is true.
A lot of height down there. Renee Hargrove isn't as tall as those as they are, but she's tenacious. So it's an interesting matchup in the front court.
And now for a word from our crowd mic.
Lady Cougars, please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Now for the starting lineups.
The starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the Phoenix. Number 1, Creslin Gregg. Number 2, Courtney Fletcher. Number 10, Rihanna Cardwell. Number 30, Sanaya Simpson. And 31, Chelsea Lowe. And now your starting lineup for your Lady Cougars. Number 13, Ava Grace Pruitt. Number 20, Bruce Pirtle. Number 21, Radiah Hargrove. Number 24, Lena Strittmatter. And number 25, Laney Rebb. The Cougars are led by head coach Jesse Wall, assistant coaches B.J. Bottoms and Mike Williams.
Not a whole lot of deviation in the lineups from what we normally see. Creslin Craig, Courtney Fletcher, Rihanna Cardwell, Sanaya Simpson, and Chelsea Lowe taking the floor first for the McMichael Fighting Phoenix. And for the Rockingham County girls, they've got Ava Grace Pruitt, Reese Pirtle, Renee Hargrove, Lena Strittmatter, and Laney Rebb on the court wearing white uniforms, whereas McMichael will be wearing royal blue uniforms. At midcourt to jump will be Sanaya Simpson and Reese Pirtle. Looks like Reese Pirtle has a slight height advantage.
Yeah, about 2-3 inches.
Here's the tip. It'll go to Avery Grace Pruitt. She passes quickly to Renaya Hargrove, up to Pruitt, top of the key. Far side wing now, back up top. Now the near side wing, it's Pruitt. Pruitt to Reb, to the far side wing, over to Pirtle. At the elbow, now in the corner. 3 from Avery Grace Pruitt, and she swishes it. 3-0 lead. Rockingham County on top quickly. Sanaya Simpson has it, and full court press. It's stolen by Hargrove. Lena Stripmatter's got it. Inside to Hargrove. Hargrove under the basket, overthrows it. Offensive rebound, though. On the near side wing, it's Pruitt with the 3. And AGP has got 6 points in 41 seconds. She steals the ball, but it goes out of bounds on the inbound from Chelsea Lowe to Courtney Fletcher. They'll switch spots. Fletcher will stand on the R in the word Cougars. On the baseline, here's the inbound. It's stolen. Lena Stripmatter's got it. Oh, inside, and Avery Grace Pruitt has 8 points in 52 seconds. So
Early timeout.
Avery Grace Pruitt on pace for 256 points.
I'll tell you, that ball barely touched the floor every time Rockingham's had possession so far. They've just passed it around, worked the ball around. Great ball movement so far.
And unfortunately, the same can be said for McMichael. They've thrown a lot of quick interceptions. 7:07 to go in the first.
They got to take care of the basketball.
Eight 0 lead for the Rockingham County Cougars. They will apparently drop out of the full court press. Here's Courtney Fletcher with the inbound over to Creslin Craig after the timeout by Coach Taylor Lugers of the McMichael Fighting Phoenix. Craig goes the other way, and it's stolen now. Stolen on the pass as Pirtle will glide towards the basket and put it in. 10-0 with 6:50 to go in the first. And now Rockingham County back into the full court press. Craig gets it over to Fletcher. Fletcher guarded one-on-one by Pruitt. She crosses the timeline, double-teamed, and swatted out of bounds by Renaya Hargrove.
Good half-court trap there by the Cougars.
Here comes Craig. Rockingham County will back off into a 2-3 zone as Craig passes over to Cardwell, and she is swarmed. Thrown away. Now Pruitt steals it, gets it to Lena Stripmatter. Stripmatter under the basket, gives it to Hargrove for the lay-in. Kisses it off the glass. It's 12-0 with 6.5 to play in the first. Inbound, and Rihanna Cardwell's got it. Cardwell gives it up to Craig, and it's stolen again. Lena Stripmatter's got it. Passes inside to Pruitt, to Pirtle. Pirtle off the glass. One of their only misses of the night. Knocked out to Pruitt. Pruitt, now Pirtle from 15 feet out. Short, and is rebounded by Sanaya Simpson. Simpson gets it to number 10, Rihanna Cardwell. Cardwell on the Rockingham County Cougar paw print. Picks up her dribble. Passes to Simpson, who's double-teamed. Dribbles out of it, falls to her knees, and a jump ball is called between her and Rihanna.
One of the 75 you predicted.
Yes, one tally mark for that. With 5:46 to go in the first. Inbound from Fletcher to Chelsea Lowe as it stays on the McMichael end, but it's stolen by Pirtle. Pirtle gets to Lena Stripmatter. 2-on-2, takes it herself, Euro step, misses it with the left. Going the other way is Rihanna Cardwell. Cardwell has it knocked away from behind. Alexandra Scales holds on, and there's a jump ball as Hargrove gets a hold on it as well. Possession arrow with the Cougars this time. Creslin Craig has been subbed off the floor. Lena Stripmatter gets it over to Avery Grace Pruitt, who gives it to Reb. A lot of ball movement from the Cougars. Pruitt in the corner, the 3. Just short.
Rebound to Cardwell.
Cardwell dribbles ahead. Here's the senior, passing inside to her fellow senior Simpson. Simpson is fouled on the way up, short on the jumper, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. With 5:03 to go in the first, it's a 12-0 Rockingham County lead as McMichael looks to get their first points of the night.
A foul called against Laney Reb, her first.
Simpson's first free throw will roll out. Takes a high five from Chelsea Lowe. A little bit of encouragement there. and lines back up. Here's the second shot. It is wide right. Offensive rebound goes to Scales. Scales, ill-advised pass. It rolls back to her. Almost stolen from her. Now to Simpson, to Lowe, back out to Fletcher. Fletcher draws it out. She is swarmed. It's tipped into the air by Pruitt, and Cardwell comes down with it. Cardwell now has it knocked out of bounds.
And it's out off of her.
Gets it to fall off of Cardwell's right forearm. Now the Cougars will inbound. Laney Rebb gives it back to Stripmatter.
5 turnovers for the Phoenix already.
Lena dribbles forward. Pruitt at the top of the key. 3 for 4 tonight shooting. Gives it to Rebb. Rebb in the corner. Now to Pruitt. To the far side. Top of the key. Near side wing. 3-pointer Rebb. She cashes in. 15-0 advantage for the Cougars. Cardwell drives along the sideline, straight out of bounds, but she tosses it in off of Pirtle at the last available second after going coast to coast. Bradley Boone will check in for starter Laney Rebb.
No, she's going in for Stripmatter. Rebb back out on the court. Scales skied for that one off the inbound, and that's good.
Puts the first points on the board for the Cougars. Pruitt's got it in the corner off the pass from Boone. Back up top to Boone. Pump fake to Rebb. To Boone. Now Pruitt in the corner. To the wing. Pruitt inside to Pirtle on the block. To Pruitt to Boone. Boone the triple, and she will drill that as well. An 18-2 lead for the McMichael Fighting Phoenix as Taylor Lugers takes his second timeout with 3:41 to go in the first. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger yard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. Hatley, forget getting the lead back and going on a crazy run. What is your plan to stop the bleeding if you're McMichael?
You're going to have to break that full court press, work the ball around, and they've got to get some help back. They're trying to bring it up with the two-man game, and they're being covered by 3, and that's tough to do.
Simpson's got it, guarded by Boone. Boone back to Fletcher. They've yet to cross the timeline. Lowe's got it, gets it across to Scales just in time. Back up to Lowe, and it's stolen. Boone's got a hold on it. Boone has Cardwell to her left, fakes the pass, and she traveled.
Oh, first turnover for the Cougars on the travel.
Melita says she lost the audio. Melita, can you hear us now? Fletcher's got it, gives it to Scales, back to Fletcher. Fletcher to Simpson. Simpson the pass, and it's stolen on the second pass. Pruitt's got it down low. She goes up and she's fouled. She'll head to the line. Thanks for joining us on RoCo Radio. Got 3:05 to play in the first quarter. It's an 18-2 Rockingham County girls lead over McMichael.
Foul was called against Courtney Fletcher.
She will miss the first one. Now Ella Brannick on the court, along with Pirtle, Stripmatter, Pruitt, and Boone. Pruitt is at the charity stripe, taking her second free throw. 0 for 1 on the night. Second free throw is good. Making it 19-2. 5 minutes into the ball game. It is thrown, ill-advised pass, but it somehow gets to Craig. Craig, though, throws an interception to Ella Brannick. Brannick the pass to Boone. Boone guarded one-on-one by Simpson, draws it out, and will give it to Stripmatter. Stripmatter to Pruitt in the far side corner. Misses the 3. Rebound goes to Bradley Boone. Boone draws it out to Stripmatter. Strittmatter tried the pass under the basket. Simpson steals it, makes the pass while falling down to Craig. Craig to Cardwell. Cardwell goes inside for 2. An impressive sequence for McMichael. It's now 19-4. Rockingham County still in command, however. Boone's got it near side. Boone goes left and throws it away.
Steal to Craig.
Craig goes to the other side, and she will throw it out of bounds. Strittmatter dribbles to the other side. Strittmatter gives it to Boone. Boone now to Brannick under the basket. It's Pirtle. Pirtle draws it out to Boone. Boone, the floater, rejected by Simpson. It goes into the hands of Brannick, though. Pirtle's got it on the block, and she makes the short jumper. Now 21-4 in favor of the Cougars. Fletcher's got it on the far side. Throws it off the left shin of Lena Strittmatter near the scorer's table as Zoe Hargrove checks in for Pirtle for the first time tonight.
And Chelsea Lowe will check back into the game for Sanaya Simpson.
Inside to Rihanna Cardwell. She throws
Good
it,
floater.
and the floater is good. Three-pointer from Strittmatter is no good. Boone comes down with the inbound and draws it out. Now to Pruitt in the corner. Corner 3 was at a bad angle. It rattles out. Jump ball called now between Scales and Zoe Hargrove. If you're having audio issues, go to YouTube. Boone will make the left-handed layup off the turnover by McMichael. So yeah, if you're having trouble listening on Facebook, YouTube is apparently working well. So you can check that out.
Double dribble. Inbound goes to Boone, top of the key, left wing, down
Under the
low
basket,
to Pruitt.
got it.
Off the pass from Strittmatter.
Thank you, Melita, for joining us on YouTube. Here's Craig on the other end, 15-footer. It'll go in. Two-pointer. 25-8 now with 15 seconds to go in the first. Pruitt's got it. Near side wing, up at the top, under the basket. Zoe Hargrove, high off the glass, misses it. Offensive rebound, Brannick, she misses it as well. On the other end of the court, Craig by herself. 3-2, lays it in. Making it 25-10 at the end of the first. You know, we mentioned stop the bleeding when it was 18-2, and an 8-7 run to close out the first quarter.
Yeah, good play in that last few minutes from the Phoenix. Hung with the Cougars well. Just got down early, but, you know, managed to cut into that lead just a tad.
So we've got 8 minutes back on the clock as we head into the second quarter. Rockingham County running that motion offense. Hatley, you mentioned it earlier. That was a great quote. They are not letting the ball touch the floor many times. They are just passing it, getting those open shots and hitting most of them. Ava Grace Pruitt started it off right with 8 points in the very first minute. They're getting as many steals as humanly possible on that press defense. And it seems like they're using a little bit of trickery. Like coming out of a timeout, they back off the press, and then the very next play, they're up and pressing. Sometimes they'll act like they're dropping into a 2-3, and then they'll bring the front two up in an aggressive trap. And so a little bit of deception's working very well.
Yeah, in Rockingham County, 6 of 11 from 2 and 4 of 8 from 3 in the first quarter, so a little over 50% shooting. On the McMichael Phoenix side, a perfect 5 of 5 from the field for their 10 points.
Ava Grace Pruitt inbounds to Lena Strittmatter. Strittmatter will cross the RC sign at center court. Far side corner, it's Pruitt. Inside, Hargrove under the basket. No good. Rebound is tipped to Pruitt. Pruitt has it stolen by Lowe, gets it back, takes a deep two-pointer, and it will bounce to Creslin Craig of the McMichael Phoenix. Craig drives the other way, and it's almost knocked out of the sky by Hargrove. She is unable to hold on to it. That was a cornerback play, not a wide receiver play. Inbound, and it's knocked out of bounds as Chelsea Lowe tried to hold on to it, but Reb was able to get her hand on it. Fletcher inbounds to Craig in the backcourt. Number 1 goes left, guarded by Ava Grace Pruitt. Inside, Simpson. Simpson drives. It is ripped away from her by Hargrove. Now under the basket on the full court pass. Pruitt misses the layup. Hargrove with the steal, though, and then they'll call her for a travel as she tried to keep the ball.
Ooh, looked like she got pushed from behind on that one.
Inbound from Fletcher over to Lowe. Lowe, full court pass to Cardwell. Cardwell under the basket, high off the glass, misses it though.
Rebound to Renee Hargrove.
She'll give it up to Lena Stripmatter. Now the ball is in Renee Hargrove's hands. She'll get the floater to drop. 27-10 in favor of the Rockingham County Cougars now. As Lowe gives it to Fletcher. Fletcher, the pass to Craig. Craig goes left. Double team now by Pirtle and Renee Hargrove, and there's a jump ball.
That was a tight double team.
They've been using these very aggressive double teams.
Yeah, they're wanting to trap the basketball, and they're doing a good job of it.
Simpson back to Craig on the near side wing. Tries to go left. Now she'll throw it over to Simpson. Simpson short jumper is short on the jumper, gets her own rebound.
And blocked by Reb.
Going to the other side now, it is Lena Stripmatter. Stripmatter to Pruitt. Pruitt, another three. Backboard rimming out. Simpson's got it over to Craig. Craig going right. Inside, wide open. Nobody between her and the basket. Chelsea Lowe will hit the layup, making it 27-12. On the far side wing, it's Laney Reb. There's a bad pass, and it'll be stolen by Courtney Fletcher. Fletcher trying to beat Pruitt. Pump fakes her. Pruitt jumps, and Fletcher will get the lay-in. 27-14. And I believe a 12-9 run for McMichael after starting off down 18-2 early on. A couple of early timeouts by Taylor Lugers didn't seem to work, but they are finally getting some rhythm.
I think Coach Wall took this timeout.
Thank you very much for spending your Thursday evening listening to RoCo Radio on YouTube, Substack, or RoCoRadio.com. Having audio issues on Facebook. We have pinned a comment saying that if you're listening on Facebook and having audio issues, YouTube is working well. So you can jump on over to YouTube, Substack, or the website, and we have word that the audio is working well. Ava Grace Pruitt set to inbound after the Jesse Wall timeout. And Michael has been leading the points scored after it was 18-2, Rockingham County. Here comes Lena Stripmatter, younger sister of Lily and Luke. She's got it on the wing, gives it to Reb. Reb over to Pruitt. Up top now, pump fake, inside, thrown away to a photographer as Courtney Fletcher will inbound for McMichael. Here's the senior passing to another senior who passes it back to the senior.
And that was one of those unforced turnovers that Coach Wall said they want to avoid.
All seniors on the court for McMichael except for sophomore Alexandra Scales. Sanai Simpson's got it. She throws it away. Hargrove and Simpson now tied up for the second time. With 5:05 left to go in the second quarter.
Well, Hargrove got the steal, then got tied up.
Possession arrow with the Cougars. Lena Strittmatter dribbles to the other side of the court. On the far side wing, it's Reb. Back to Strittmatter, back to Reb. Reb inside to Pirtle, kicks it out. And a three. Wow. 30-14. Hand in her face. Strittmatter did not care. Courtney Fletcher dribbles the other way, and it's stolen by Lena Strittmatter. They will call a foul. She is flabbergasted.
First personal foul for Lena Strittmatter. Team foul 1 of the second quarter. And Briley Boone will check in.
Brianna Cardwell will inbound.
She will go on for Laney Rebb.
Cardwell to Fletcher. Rockingham County in the driver's seat of the Mid-State 3A, 4A, 5A conference with 3-0 record. McMichael 2-0 thus far, and it's looking like Rockingham County is going to stay atop the Mid-State. With a comeback, though, McMichael would dethrone them. Here's a steal as Lena Strittmatter dribbles the other way. Makes the pass to Boone in the corner. Pump fake. Kick out. Over to Pruitt. Now in the corner. Swarming defense from McMichael. Another three from Strittmatter. She misses. Inside. Renaya Hargrove fights for an impressive rebound. Tips it into Pirtle. Bad pass from Boone. It's tipped away, though. And then there will be an off-ball foul. Apparently on Alexandra Scales, as she got too handsy with Lena Strittmatter. The aforementioned Lena Strittmatter will inbound as Cresslin Craig checks in for Courtney Fletcher on the McMichael side of things. Looking for someone to inbound it to. It's Pirtle. Pirtle, the jump shot, in and out. Lowe's got it down low on the rebound. Craig drives the other way. Tipped into the air and stolen, but stolen again as she passed it in. Ball is out of bounds now, last off the fingertips of Sanaya Simpson of the Phoenix. Strittmatter will inbound to Boone. Freshman inbounding to the sophomore. Now the freshman will bring it up. Strittmatter makes the pass to Pruitt. Pruitt inside to Hargrove. To Pirtle. Wide open. Boone the three. It's left though.
Rebound to Chelsea Lowe.
Cardwell goes the other way. She's double teamed. Double teamed well, but she gets it out. Now Craig's got it. Draws it back. Tipped away. Pruitt goes to the other side. AGP kicks it out. And here's Lena Strittmatter. Same spot as last time she made one, but she misses it. Knocked out of bounds. They'll say it was off of Simpson as she jumped for it with Boone, a little bit taller. That was to her detriment that time.
And Zoe Hargrove and Ella Brannick will check into the game for the Cougars.
Inbound Lena to Ella Brannick. Pump fake in the paint, but she misses it off the backboard. Rebound Zoe Hargrove. To Boone, to Pruitt, back to Boone. Boone steps into a three, and she will plant it. 33-14. Rockingham County in command. They will say it was a long two. I didn't see her foot on the line. Nevertheless, Cardwell goes the other way. Under the basket, she is fouled. They will call it a blocking foul. Coming back onto the court will be Courtney Fletcher, and joining the court for the first time, I believe, will be Tess Ilo.
Blocking foul called against Zoe Hargrove, her first. They go up high to Scales, and it's tipped.
On the ground now, Fletcher somehow gets it. Knocked out of bounds on a steal attempt from AGP. Craig dribbles forward. McMichael down by 18 points with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. Over towards Fletcher, guarded by Boone. Now Tess Ilo has it. Makes the throw over towards Craig. Craig up top. And it's stolen. Stolen on the pass from Ilo. Boone's got it. They'll call a foul against Alexandra Scales, I believe.
No, it went against Sanaya Simpson, her first.
I thought that was who was in the area, but it looked like he was holding up a 2 on his left hand instead of a 3. Here goes Boone to the other side as Allie Abrahamson checks in. Pruitt, corner 3.
Boom.
Who would have guessed it? And she steals it. Steals it on the inbound. She's fouled on the way up. 35-14. That's the second time that she has stolen an inbound.
Yeah, the inbound, you've got to get in. You've got to be careful with the basketball when you inbound it off a shot.
Not even because of the points aspect of it, but it is just demoralizing. Pruitt switches the first free throw. Now 36-14. She is having a heck of a first half. Started off the first minute of the game with 2 threes and then a layup.
Yeah.
Pruitt's second shot will go in and out. Fight for the rebound under the basket, Zoe Hargrove, and it's another jump ball. Possession arrow with the Phoenix. Courtney Fletcher. Set to inbound.
Well, Pruitt with 15 points right now.
Into low, over towards Craig, knocked out of bounds.
And it looks like it went off of Hargrove, Zoe Hargrove.
Craig to Fletcher, over to Lowe. Lowe, double teamed, and it's stolen by Allie Abrahamson. Abrahamson is guarded by 5 Phoenix as she travels. Literally all 5 of them were surrounding her. And then the 4 of her teammates in Lady Cougars jerseys were on the left half of the court. Inbound to Chelsea Lowe, back towards Fletcher. Fletcher to Alexandra Scales. Now Fletcher gives it up to Chelsea Lowe. Lowe misses the layup. It's tipped to Alexandra Scales of the Phoenix. Craig's got it now. In the corner, it's Cardwell. Cardwell dribbles left, puts it up. It's blocked.
Blocked by Zoe Hargrove.
On the near side, Allie Abrahamson catches the pass from Boone, but steps out. Hands on her head, not happy about that. With 61 seconds to play in the first half. Craig dribbles forward. Taking her time. Nearly takes the full 10 seconds, but gets to Fletcher. Fletcher goes right, now to Cardwell. Cardwell to Craig in the corner. Craig on the baseline, makes the throw, tipped. Alexandra Scales gets it. Now in the corner again, Craig swatted out of bounds.
Pruitt on the block.
Inbounding for the Phoenix with 35.5 seconds to play in the first half. Now Rihanna Cardwell has it. Pass towards Lowe in the corner off her left hand and out of bounds towards Renaya Hargrove, who is taping herself up on the bench. Not too surprising for a player that physical. Always diving for the basketball to get hurt. Now 20 seconds left on the second quarter clock. Boone crosses midcourt. Everybody's standing like statues on the court. Now Fletcher will show some pressure. Pruitt's got it, takes the screen to Boone. Boone the 3 with
Boom.
6 seconds left in the first half. She makes it a 39-14 game. Craig charges ahead, 1 second. Got to take the shot, she does. Off the backboard, grazed the rim, but ultimately it will come short of making this a 22-point game. It's still 39-14 in favor of the Rockingham County Cougars as they are looking to cruise to their 10th victory in a row over the McMichael Fighting Phoenix. They've had double-digit wins in consecutive years since 2022. And on this halftime show, Jonathan Hatley going to bring you some halftime stats. He's been keeping up with those all game. Special thanks to Jonathan Hatley for that. If you're listening on YouTube, thanks for joining us. If you've had to migrate over from Facebook because of the audio issues, we apologize for those. Well, Hatley does. It was probably his fault. And if you're listening on RoCoRadio.com or Substack, we appreciate you as well. Let us know how the audio is working on those sites. Lita says it's working well on YouTube. But look, this first half did not go according to plan for McMichael. Basketball is a game of runs, and Rockingham County got the very first run by a wide margin. They went up 8-0 in the first minute, all thanks to Ava Grace Pruitt. They would eventually go up 15-0, and their largest lead at the start of the game in the first quarter was 18-2. McMichael called their second timeout. They came out of the timeout, and they had an 8-7 run. They were doing okay, and it ended up being 27-14 at one point. But Rockingham County would go on a 12-0 run, a dozen points, and zilch for McMichael to close out the first half. They now lead by nearly triple McMichael's score. Things are not looking well.
Well, halftime stats for the McMichael Phoenix. Creslin Craig, 4 points, 3 assists, a steal. Courtney Fletcher, 2 points, 2 assists, a steal. Rihanna Cardwell with 2 points and a rebound. Sanaya Simpson with 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Chelsea Lowe, 4 points, 2 rebounds. And Alexandra Scales, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Over on the Rockingham County side, Lena Stripmatter, 3 points, 5 assists, a couple of steals. Ava Grace Pruitt, 15 points, 3 assists, a rebound, 4 steals, and a block. Renaya Hargrove, 4 points, an assist, 4 rebounds, 3 steals. Reese Pirtle with 4 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, 3 steals. Laney Rebb with 3 points and 1 blocked shot. Briley Boone, 10 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, 3 steals. Zoe Hargrove with a rebound and a block. Ella Brannick with a rebound, a steal, and a block. Allie Abrahamson with a steal.
Liz says in the comments, Lady Phoenix are having a tough time. Lady Cougars are having a great game. Yeah, I think a lot of this is Rockingham County Cougars are just playing a great basketball game. They are making the right passes. They're not turning the ball over. Jesse Wall said that was an issue during the Christmas tournament. They seem to have cleaned that up, at least for this game. A couple of sloppy throws, though, by McMichael. They're not able to get anything done on the offensive end. So defensively, it's like a perfect game. It had to be played to stop anything Rockingham County was doing. But offensively, they are struggling to get anything done.
Yeah, and the turnover battle, Rockingham County is winning it right now. They've given up 10 turnovers, forced 16, and that's translated to a lot of points for the Cougars. And they go into halftime, 25-point lead, 39-14. It's been everything you expect out of Rockingham County girls basketball. Pressure, ball movement, good shooting. I need to count up the actual shooting stats. If you give me a minute, I can do that for the team. But good performance so far from the Cougars, and the Phoenix have played well in little bursts.
They have.
You know, they came out of that second time out of the first quarter and went on that run to end the first quarter, and then Rockingham County just turned it up the second part of the second quarter.
So, look, it was – if you take out the middle, take out the meat part of the sandwich, it was a 12-9 McMichael run. But at the beginning of the game and the end of the first half, combined 30-2 run for Rockingham County. They started strong, they finished strong. Middle didn't work as well, but it is when they have been firing on all cylinders, it has been hard to stop for McMichael. A couple of lazy things, though. I mentioned it, like a couple of inbound passes have been stolen by Ava Grace Pruitt. And, of course, that's an effort thing from her, but it wasn't anything outstanding. It was just they weren't expecting her to come in even though she was in the vicinity. So something that they've got to be watching out for as they make those passes. So what specifically did they do during that 12-9 run? We say run. 12-9 doesn't feel like a run, but compared to 30-2, it almost certainly is. So what do you think they need to recover from that little period?
What comes down to taking care of the basketball? You know, the McMichael Phoenix, they went 7 of 15 from the field, 5 of 5 in the first quarter from the field, all two-pointers. They're 0 of 2 from three-point range, haven't taken many shots outside. They've been trying to get it down low, get layups, get jump shots. And just under 50% shooting which is about where the Cougars are. 14 to 32 from the field, 6 of 15 from beyond the arc, 8 of 17 from two-point range. So just slightly under 50% shooting for both teams. But it's really felt like the Cougars have won the rebounding battle and especially the steals battle. A lot of McMichael's turnovers resulted in steals for the Cougars, where the Cougar turnovers were turnovers out of bounds and on violations, resulted in inbounds and gave Rockingham County a chance to set up their defense. When you're giving up, let's see, 9, 12, 15. Okay, I've completely miscounted turnovers because I've got 17 steals for the Cougars. Whereas the Phoenix have only stolen the ball 4 times on 10 turnovers for the Cougars.
So, yeah, it's Michael's having trouble.
Yeah.
25-point ball game.
They are. They've been outmatched in the first half, and that's really the only way you can put it. But this Cougar basketball team is solid. They've played some great competition in their non-conference slate. Really forging a tough team for when they make playoffs.
For those of you just joining us, it's 39-14. Rockingham County girls in command here at the half over their cross-county rivals. McMichael looking for their 10th win in a row in the rivalry these two teams play just about every year. Coming into this one, both Taylor Lugers and Jesse Wall became the respective head coaches of the schools at the same time. Jesse Wall for Rockingham County has won 14 of those 17 matchups since they both joined their schools in the 2017-2018 season. It's been the usual players having great games tonight. Pruitt, Pirtle, Hargrove, Landon Strittmatter doing well, distributing the ball on the offense. And we've gotten to see more from some players that we don't typically see because this is a game where heading into the third quarter, McMichael is losing by a quarter. McMichael comes back onto the court. Jesse Wall having to talk with his team at their bench. Rockingham County looking to improve to 4-0 in the Mid-State Conference. If McMichael pulled off an insane comeback, they would take over as the number 1 in the Mid-State 3A, 4A, 5A, but that's feeling increasingly unlikely as it is 39-14 Rockingham County with 16 minutes to go in the ball game. Time winding down on the halftime clock. Rockingham County will bring their starters back out. Landon Strittmatter, Reese Pirtle. We're now Hargrove, Laney Reb, and Avery Grace Pruitt. Reb set to inbound the ball after dealing with an injury. This is her first healthy basketball season in a couple of years. Good to see her back on the court. Number 25 inbounds to Pruitt. Music still on in the gym as Reb gives it up to Strittmatter. Music off now. Now it's back on. Strittmatter, as it's back off, will dribble across the volleyball attack line. Cross-court pass to Pruitt. Pruitt to Reb. Now to Pruitt. Inside to Pirtle on the baseline. Keeping up the immense ball movement.
Good cross-court pass.
Kicked out. Inside to Pirtle. Pirtle spin move, and it will fall for her. Took them 35 seconds. The full high school shot clock proposal is 35 seconds. They took the whole amount of time to get their first 2 points of the second half. 41-14, aggressive defense from Rockingham County. Blocked from
Good
behind.
block.
Pirtle gets one over on Simpson. Landon Strittmatter now drives towards the baseline and throws it out of bounds. Courtney Fletcher will inbound for the royal blue and is that gold?
Yeah, that's gold.
Doesn't
Old gold.
There we go. Royal blue and old gold. That's hard to say. Pruitt steals it, tips it into the air, and takes it. Now she'll pass it to Lena Stripmatter, who will take the short jump shot. In and out. Rebound goes to Fletcher after fighting for it with Pirtle. Cross-court pass to Simpson. Simpson goes up strong, blocked by Renaya Hargrove, knocked out of bounds by Lena Stripmatter, who was trying to get the rebound. 6.5 to play in quarter number 3. Here comes Fletcher with the inbound, stolen by Pruitt. Pruitt, quick pass to Stripmatter. They've got numbers. 2-on-1 on Cardwell. Elbow jump shot, swishes it. And a timeout is called by Taylor Lugers. It's a full timeout. 43-14, Rockingham County in command. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. Following the timeout from Taylor Lugers early in the third quarter, McMichael will take the court down 43-14. Lena Stripmatter and Ava Grace Pruitt doing some work in transition early in the third.
And Stripmatter with that little pull-up jumper from the elbow.
That's one of those shots that if you miss it, people are mad because you have a 2-on-1 driving towards the basket. But it was nothing but net. Craig dribbles forward. Now crossing the timeline. She is swarmed and it's stolen. Stolen, bounces off of Stripmatter, then Pruitt. Stripmatter gets it, passes it to Pruitt, who lays it in. 45-14. As soon as Craig crossed the timeline, two of them attacked her, and they do it again. She passes inside, though. Simpson was waiting and kisses it off the glass. They don't fool her twice. 45-16 after McMichael scores their first points of the third. Pruitt looks to answer. No, she doesn't. She gives it to Hargrove. She gives it to Stripmatter, who gives it to Hargrove, who lays it in off the backboard.
Stripmatter with 7 assists now.
Craig gives it to Cardwell. Back to Craig. Over to Fletcher. Fletcher goes right. Now gives it to Cardwell. They're taking turns passing the rock. She makes the throw. It bounces off the leg of Pruitt,
with another steal.
Now gives it to Hargrove under the basket. Renata Hargrove. 49-16. With 5 minutes to go in the third. Dribbling up is Craig. Craig to Fletcher on the far side, guarded one-on-one by Pruitt. Now Cardwell has it, back to Fletcher. Fletcher takes a deep three. Desperation heave, misses. It bounces to Chelsea Lowe. She's blocked. It goes to Simpson, who misses the layup, and it's knocked out of bounds by Renata Hargrove. Bradley Boone will check in for the Cougars. Alexander Scales will check in for the Phoenix. Laney Rebb will leave the court for the Cougars, and Sanaya Simpson will leave the court for the Phoenix. Here's Fletcher to inbound. Gets to Cardwell on the near side. Dribbling the rock.
It's off her
Knocked
foot.
out of bounds.
Oh, they say it's off a Stripmatter. We had a good view from here.
Yeah, we are lined up right where that was, but the referee was in a bad spot. Not a terrible call. Here's the inbound, and it is directly to Bradley Boone. I mean, only person in the area. She's jumping up and down from the basketball.
And another Renata Hargrove basket.
That was something else to see. But it scored the points, 51-16 now. They are up 35. Craig to Lowe, back out to Cardwell. Now inside. And knocked away. Pruitt's
with
got
the steal.
Pruitt to Pirtle over to Strip Matter.
Cross-court pass.
Boone puts it up through contact off the right side of the backboard, but there is a foul call. She'll take 2 foul shots.
And it looks like it'll be against Scales.
Since this is a 35-point game, we've got a running clock here in the third quarter, just a little over halfway through the third, as Boone heads to the free throw line. Takes a dribble. Every dribble she takes an extra second out of the clock. This is the first free throw.
Lana Strip Matter legs it.
Ellen Brennick will check in.
And Renee Hargrove will go off for sister Zoe.
Reese Pirtle was going off for Brennick. Boone's second free throw, which has lasted 45 seconds, is a miss as well. Cardwell makes the pass to Fletcher. Drives, gives it to Craig. No, she doesn't. Passes got too much fire behind it, and it goes out of bounds. Strip Matter will inbound to Boone.
And Pruitt will come off.
Boone dribbling ahead, giving it to Abrahamson. Abrahamson along the baseline, tried to go up and under, and she's fouled. With 2.5 minutes to go in the third.
That foul's going to go against Scales, her third.
It stayed a 35-point game, so the clock will be running as she shoots 2. The lefty makes the first.
Well, Allie Abrahamson with her first points of the night.
Real name is Alexandra. And about 90 seconds of this third quarter will be spent at the free throw line. She takes a couple dribbles and lets it fly. It'll sail through the net. 53-16 after the successful free throw attempts. Here goes Kreslin Craig. Craig inside to low, back out. Fletcher heaves it off the rim. Rebound Brannick, passes it to Lila Johnson, who's now checked in. Johnson going quick in the corner. Up to Brannick. Brannick thinks about it, she's fouled. It'll be on the floor unless they say she was in shooting motion. It looks like she was going up for it, but it will be an on-the-floor call. Lila Johnson to inbound, gets to Boone in the corner. Thinks about a three, gives to Abrahamson. Back to Boone on the wall court side. Inside Zoe Hargrove, dribbles off the rim, and she's fouled. So she'll head to the line with 1:05, and the clock is ticking.
That foul will go against Rihanna Cardwell. Zoe Hargrove making her first trip to the charity stripe.
50 seconds left. Makes the first free throw. And if she dribbles this one for the next 45 seconds, she could hit a buzzer beater one-pointer. Takes the shot too soon, but it counts for just the same. 55-16 after the successful free throw. Half a minute to go in the third with the running clock. Fletcher double teamed in the corner by Zoe Hargrove and Bradley Boone. It's stolen by Allie Abrahamson on the pass. 20 seconds left in the third. Boone's got it. Wide open for three. She's got all day. Too strong. Zoe Hargrove and Alexandra Scales fight for the ball. Jump ball is called. 8 seconds left. And they'll say it's going McMichael's way. No sense of urgency. 4, 3, 2, 1. And before they can inbound it, we will head to the fourth quarter. A 39-point advantage for Rockingham County. Not McMichael, my bad. 55-16. Rockingham County in control. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. 55-16. Rockingham County advantage.
And the ball will belong to the Cougars to start the fourth.
McMichael struggling in this conference rivalry game.
(16-2) in that third quarter in favor of the Cougars.
Lila Johnson will give it to Briley Boone. With 7:54 to go in the fourth. Boone draws it out and gives it back to Johnson. All-conference golfer. Now in the corner, it's Abrahamson. Abrahamson lets the three fly, misses it, out of bounds after Zoe Hargrove failed to get the rebound. Courtney Fletcher gives it back to Creslin Craig, who speeds across midcourt and gives it over to Fletcher. Fletcher takes the shot. Too high, airballs it. Now over to Chelsea Lowe, who drives into the lane off the back iron. Allie Abrahamson's got it, crosses midcourt, driving, kicks it out. Boone holds on, gives it to Johnson. Johnson, pump fake, back to Boone. Boone, another pump fake. Inside, Zoe Hargrove throws up a hook shot, misses it. Patience Lynn the rebound. Abrahamson the three, in and out. Rebound goes to Sanaya Simpson. Now Craig drives. Craig guarded by Abrahamson. Craig to Chelsea Lowe. Lowe off the backboard, a foul called. With 6:45 to go in the fourth and the clock rolling because it is a lead of more than 35 points. As Rockingham County will be improving to 4-0 in the Mid-State Conference.
Well, a foul goes against Lynn. Lowe will take the free throw line.
Chelsea Lowe misses the first free throw off the rim. Second free throw, not enough behind it. 2 minutes into the fourth. Lila Johnson will inbound. Bradley Boone dribbles forward. Ella Brennick and Laney Rebb to the scorer's table as Patience Lynn, no, it's Zoe Hargrove's got it. Knocked out of bounds by the left hand of Courtney Fletcher. Those two players will check in.
Rebb and Brannick will check in for Hargrove and Boone.
Zoe Hargrove, that is. Inbound to Rebb, back to Johnson. In the corner, it's Abrahamson. Inside, Brannick passes from the block. Patience Lynn, wide right on the shot, gets her own rebound. Johnson takes a three. Backboard rim and out. Rebound goes to Alexandra Scales. Now Fletcher's got it. Fletcher drives to Craig in the corner. The three.
Off the top.
Offensive rebound. Kicked out to Simpson. Simpson between the free throw and the three-point line. Misses it. And it'll go out of bounds off an unsuccessful McMichael rebound attempt. Johnson inbounds to Rebb for the Cougars.
And they'll go back to Johnson. She'll bring it up the right side.
Inside, putting it up, knocked out of bounds. Sanaya Simpson.
Simpson with her second block tonight. On the attempt by Brannick.
Johnson gets it into Rebb. Rebb kicks it over to Allie Abrahamson. And Patience Lynn is on the floor. Chelsea Lowe's disputing it, but there was a foul called as number 31 for the Phoenix fouls number 31 for the Cougars.
Well, that's Lowe's first personal. Nobody in foul trouble tonight.
Yeah, Lowe will probably not foul out. Wouldn't expect that. Johnson in the corner, the three. No
Rebound
good
to Scales.
on the triple. Going to the other side is Hargrove. Hargrove to Lowe. Lowe misses the layup. Hits the back of the rim.
And Scales comes down with the rebound.
They're very quick to call jump balls. think they should give it a couple seconds and see if they can pass it out. It will stay with the Phoenix nonetheless. Hargrove into Simpson. Simpson has it ripped away by Abrahamson. Abrahamson and Johnson 2-on-1 with Scales, and they will call her for a travel. Lydia says, who you got in the college football game tonight? I want Ole Miss to win. I think Miami will win. It's not that I dislike Miami. I just like the story of Ole Miss winning it. But, I mean, it's whatever either way. Who you got, Hatley? Miami or Ole Miss?
I want to see Miami win it. Not necessarily sure that it'll happen that way, but I'm just anti-SEC except for a very select few, and anytime the SEC loses, America wins to me.
A little bit harsh, but okay.
Malita in the comments, are they to 75 jump balls yet? Have you been keeping up with that?
I actually started to, but they only had like 2 of them. So,
yeah, I think they're at about 5 or 6 for the game. Not as many as we're used to seeing.
Yeah, usually way more. I'm disappointed. I'm kind of upset. Yeah. We gotta come up with some different words for jump ball though, because that's one of the main things we call here. Cardwell's got it, takes the 3, airballs it. Brandick was in position for the rebound. Johnson goes across the court to Abrahamson. Abrahamson makes the extra pass. Lynn jumps.
And travels. Cardwell bringing it up across the timeline over the right wing.
Number 4's got it. She gives it to Cardwell. Over to Simpson. Inside, it's stolen.
We've got 2 different number 4s on our roster for McMichael. It's listed as
It's not Josie Tucker, but I don't know who.
Josiah Pratt and Josie Tucker.
Wait, no, it's not Josiah Pratt.
Then I'm going to assume it's Josie Tucker.
I would put Dak Prescott in the score sheet. .65 seconds left as Scales makes the first free throw. Now 55-17. Clock is rolling.
Number 11, Jasmine Martin will check into the game, along with number 12, Elizabeth Stevenson.
Scales, second free throw, no good. No, it's good.
Oh, it rolled in.
No, it's good. Johnson has it knocked out of bounds. With half a minute remaining. 55-18, Rockingham County lead. Here comes the inbound. Gives it up to Johnson. Johnson inside to Brannick. Brannick misses. Patience Lynn the rebound. Draws it out to Abrahamson. Johnson, corner 3. Airballs.
Overthrown.
Another offensive rebound from Lynn. She is a fighter. Zoe Hargrove has it. Now Johnson to Hargrove. 1 second left. Misses on the buzzer beater attempt. So the Rockingham County girls will cruise to a 55-18 win over the Rockingham County Cougars. It was 39-14 at half. 16-4. Second half score. So it wasn't exactly riveting, but aside from a very brief period in, I would say, the end of the first, start of the second, somewhere in that area, middle of the first half, where McMichael outscored Rockingham County 12-9. Rockingham County went on a combined 46-6 run. As the PA system has an iPhone pinging on it. Yeah, but a 46-6 run. 9 consecutive run. I don't know if that counts. How about that combined run? But it wasn't great for Phoenix players or fans. If you want to go by the actual run of it, somebody's got to disconnect their iPhone from the PA. We just heard a text message be sent. Yeah, but they had a 12-0 run at the end of the first half. So a combined 28-4 run to end the game for Rockingham County in the final 20-ish minutes of gameplay. And ultimately, the girls get an impressive win. Jonathan Hatley is going to bring you some post-game stats. And then we're going to talk a little bit about this upcoming boys basketball game as the Cougars are on the near side, Fighting Phoenix are on the left side.
While over on the McMichael side, Cresslin Craig with 4 points, Courtney Fletcher with 2, Rihanna Cardwell with 2, Sanaya Simpson with 2, Chelsea Lowe with 4, Alexandra Scales with 4, and 8 rebounds. So a good performance from Alexandra Scales over on the Phoenix side, 4 points, 8 rebounds to lead the way for her team coming off the bench. Over on the Cougar side, Allie Abramson with 2, Zoe Hargrove with 2, Lainey Rebb with 3, Lena Stripmatter with 5, Reese Pirtle with 6, Briley Boone with 10, Renaya Hargrove with 10, and Ava Grace Pruitt leading the way with 17 points. The leading scorer tonight also had 8 steals and 5 assists. So a good performance from their senior leader to lead the way for the Cougars and paved the way to a 55-18 victory.
Now moving on to the boys' game. We've got the Rockingham County boys taking on the McMichael boys, but the McMichael boys are down J.J. Tatum, which will be the main storyline of tonight because of what a big impact J.J. Tatum has on this Fighting Phoenix team. Last year, in the first time these two teams played last season, J.J. Tatum scored an unbelievable 30 points on Rockingham County. And a lot of the guys from McMichael have had, pretty good games against Rockingham County. Braden Dodson dropped 14 one time. Jaquise Vernon dropped 13 one time. And Jeremy Rosenbaum dropped 12, which, it's not huge numbers, but considering that they're not the main scorers on the team, pretty good. And
there's solid contributions from starters.
Especially in high school.
If you can get double digits in a game, you've played a good game in high school for the most part.
And those guys have done so against Rockingham County. Now, a lot of the guys on Rockingham County, basically everybody but 2 of them, are going to be playing against McMichael for the very first time. Those 2 are Ladarius Dillard and James Thomas. James Thomas, the starter from last year. Ladarius Dillard, he was one of the seven guys on the court most of the time. He was definitely in the rotation, but wasn't a starter all year long. They lost a ton of guys. McMichael brought back, they lost a lot of guys. But overall, McMichael brought back way more production than Rockingham County did, and it's not even close.
Yeah, returning 4 out of 5 starters, one of whom won't be playing tonight in J.J. Tatum. But, Jaquise Vernon, Braden Dalton, Jeremy Rosenbaum, all starters last year. So 3 starters. Jayon Moore has been a great addition at the point for the Phoenix. Has done well taking care of the ball. Pretty good shooter, distributes the ball well, facilitates the offense. And he's freed up J.J. Tatum to get shots from off the ball. And I think that's been a big part of his production this season so far, is him being able to work off the ball instead of having to worry about bringing it up every time.
That's true. And while we usually focus on Tatum as a scorer because he's a shooting guard, he put up 30, 10, 5, and 3 last year. 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals.
Amazing.
He's going to have an impact on the rebounding front, the assist front, moving the ball around, and he's going to have an impact when it comes to the defense, him not being there. So, McMichael's going to have to overcome this.
Well, McMichael likes to play that, at least in games past, from what we've seen, they like to play that pressure defense, full court press, trap, that type of thing. I don't expect them to deviate from that game plan much. The Cougar backcourt is young, which the whole team's young. Do they even have a senior on the roster? I don't believe they do.
I don't think so.
James Thomas, the only returning starter from last season in a team that was led by now college basketball player in Dynamite Johnson. That was a big loss for the Cougars, and then they had a lot of guys that were in their starting lineup that are seniors this year that are not playing. We've discussed that before. And, McMichael's made some decent additions. Creed Coleman, he can get hot out of the backcourt. Jack Baker, a force down low with his height. And, with the combination potentially of Baker and Rosenbaum down low, two guys that are around 6'5" each, that could spell a big mismatch for the Phoenix against these Cougars.
You are absolutely right. Now, one thing you did mention is that Rockingham County is a young team. They don't have a senior. One thing that gets lost in this, though, McMichael's a very young team as well. It's just that we were calling all of their names last year as even younger players that make them seem older than they are. So the only senior who really contributes for McMichael is Braden Dalton, and they're made up of, Creed Coleman as well. But they're made up of juniors and sophomores down the line as well. These are two young teams, but McMichael has way more varsity experience. So you just have to kind of throw that in there. And Rockingham County is an inexperienced team, and that's going to hurt them more than youth would.
Right, and you throw in the overall records right now. Rockingham County sitting at 2-9, 0-3 in the Mid-State, and McMichael at 7-3 overall, but just 1-2 in the Mid-State. Which they played some tough conference teams. They've already played Walkertown once. They played Reedsville once, and those are two extremely, extremely good basketball teams. And I believe their win was against Bartlett Yancey in December. So, a bit of a rough start for conference play for both teams, but McMichael does have one win in the conference coming into this. And they've played some of the tougher competition in the conference already.
And speaking of conference, looking at the Mid-State Boys Conference rankings, Reedsville and Walkertown are knotted up at 3-0 in conference play for number one. Two teams at 500 by the names of Carver and Moorhead. They are tied for third. McMichael comes in fifth. We'll be seeing them play tonight. They're 1-2. Number 6 is Bartlett Yancey. They're 0-2. And Rockingham County is at the bottom of the conference in 7th place with an 0-3 conference record. They're going to try to change that tonight in Wentworth.
And Rockingham County needs to take advantage of J.J. Tatum's absence. A nearly 20-point-per-game score. Rockingham County is going to have to put some points up and hope that they can contain the other four starters that are the normal starting lineup for McMichael with J.J. out of the lineup. But if they've had a good shot at winning a conference game, this one's the one. With McMichael minus their best score.
Melita was asking in the comments what J.J. Tatum's out with. He's got a boot on his right foot. He's got crutches as well.
Yeah, he's here at the game. He's just not dressed out, but he is walking with crutches and is wearing a walking boot on his right foot. So apparently some kind of right leg injury, lower leg. So, hopefully he recovers fast and he can get back into the lineup for the Phoenix soon.
And stay tuned for the halftime show. We believe we'll be having an interview with one of the Rockingham County girls basketball players. Don't know who it will be, and that's kind of scary, but.
We'll take them as they come.
And hopefully after the boys' game, we'll have an interview with one of the McMichael basketball players, if it all works out. And we'll turn it over to the crowd mic.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wall Court on the campus of Rockingham County High School for tonight's game between the Phoenix from McMichael High School and your Rockingham County Cougars. Let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the Phoenix, number 11, Braden Dalton. Number 12, Jayon Moore. Number 23, Jaquise Vernon. Number 32, Jeremy Rosenbaum. Number 33, Jack Baker. Phoenix are led by head coach Randall Galloway. And now, the starting lineup for your Rockingham County Cougars. Number 0, Zaylen Hargrove. Tony Blackwell. Number 5, Nick Goolsby. Number 11, James Collins. Number 21, Ty Beckley. Cougars are led by head coach Eddie Aguilera. Assistant coaches Charles Lynn and Sean Boyer.
So we got number 0 on the court. Didn't catch the name.
Yeah, I've got to look that one up.
I didn't see it on Max Preps today.
Tell them to delay the start a little bit so I can look this up.
Yeah, let's go. I'll just stall. I'm going to go check. No, I'm kidding. All right, so we'll be referring to the player wearing number 0 as number 0. And the other guys on the court for Rockingham County, Tony Blackwell, Nick Goolsby, James Thomas, and Ty Begley. On the McMichael side, they've got Braden Dalton, Jayon Moore, Jaquise Vernon, Jeremy Rosenbaum, and Jack Baker in place of J.J. Tatum out with an injury. James Thomas shooting a technical free throw. I don't know if this counts as the delayed start, but he does make the first. Not sure what exactly happened. Jack Baker is furious at midcourt, though. So I'm assuming it was charged to him. But a 2-0 lead after James Thomas drills both of the opening free throws here with no time off the clock. Inbound Thomas over to Tony Blackwell as there is no jump ball. Will they have a jump ball after this play since it was a technical? I'm not sure. Thomas has it. Thomas goes left. Begley's got it now. Motion offense from Rockingham County. Goolsby now. Gives to Begley. Three-pointer. Off the back iron. Goolsby offensive rebound. Thomas now has it. He goes right. Over to Goolsby. Pump fake. On the baseline. Blocked is Tony Blackwell. Jayon Moore drives to the other end. Dalton in the corner. Jaquise Vernon holds it up top. Guarded by Tony Blackwell. Now in the corner, it's Dalton. Dalton to Moore, back to Vernon. Pump fakes, goes left. Gives to Rosenbaum, who drives along the baseline, up and under. Misses off the backboard. Out of bounds, saved by James Thomas. Thomas crosses the timeline. Over towards Ty Begley. Begley gives it up. Tony Blackwell holds on and goes right. Does a spin move on Dalton, but can't shake him, and is knocked into the backcourt. Begley dives for it, comes down with it, but his head touched the sideline after he stole it from Vernon. Nice effort play, but not a heads-up play as he put it down on the sideline. And it will go with the Phoenix. Here are the Fighting Phoenix on their side of the court. Jeremy Rosenbaum inbounds to Jayon Moore, who will be picked up once he crosses midcourt by Tony Blackwell, the sophomore. Over to Rosenbaum in the corner. Number 12 to number 11 to number 23. Almost has it stripped from behind. Somehow gets it back. Puts up a crazy circle shot, and it's in. Off the glass. 2-2 ball game. He ties it up with 6:10 to go in the first. Tony Blackwell holds on, guarded heavily by Brayden Dalton. Number 0 inside, under the basket.
Travel.
5:59 to go in quarter number 1. Got an even 2-2 ball game between the McMichael Fighting Phoenix and the Rockingham County Cougars. Melita, we're not sure what happened to cause the tech to start the game. Duggan's got it over to Baker, under the basket now. Moore!
Wow.
No, it's Vernon. Vernon has 2 insane shots.
Keith Vernon with the athletic move. 4 points on the night on the assist from Baker.
Inside Goolsby to respond. It's stolen by
Vernon.
Vernon out ahead of the group. Tried to dunk it, but missed
just
it.
missed the dunk.
I'll take a missed dunk over a made layup any day. Thomas to Blackwell, back to Thomas, the 3. As a commentator, though, Baker gives it up to Moore. Moore to number 12. Moore is number 12, excuse me. It's stolen by Thomas. Thomas, one-on-one with Moore. Tries for the and one, misses it. Backboard rimming out. We've got a fast-paced ball game between two fast-paced ball clubs.
I'll tell you, the fact that Jayon Moore was able to keep James Thomas out of the bucket on that one, on the breakaway, that's what I call a good foul.
Thomas off the back iron. Now 2 for 3 from the line tonight. Only 2 points came from his technical free throws before the game began. We're 3 minutes, 1 second in. They haven't scored in regular time. Now they have 4-3. And I don't know what just happened, but they're struggling to get the ball.
He went to throw it back out of bounds, and it goes off the rim.
My brain hurts. Moore gives to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum, the triple. Overshoots it. Inside. Oh, what a rejection. Goolsby sends it into 2027. Vernon will inbound. He'll give it up to Moore. Moore to Vernon. Back to Moore. The triple. Short. Rebound goes to Baker. Now it's back to Moore. Kick out. Vernon, a 3. Too strong. Ball will sail to Ty Begley. Gives it to James Thomas. Thomas over to Blackwell. Blackwell guarded by Dalton. Blackwell to Thomas. Thomas guarded by Jayon Moore. Screen is set. Thomas from the elbow. Through contact, he misses it.
Good rebound for Rosenbaum.
Still a 1-point lead from McMichael as Vernon holds on. He's got all 4 of his team's points. Rosenbaum through traffic, spin move.
Oh.
Just misses. Now Thomas has it. Thomas to Begley. Begley misses the tray. Offensive rebound number 0. Kick out. The 3. Begley banks it in. The first field goal make of the night for Rockingham County comes halfway through the first quarter, but they go up 6-4. Double teaming Jayon Moore, but he passes to Vernon. Vernon drives inside, and
Baker, strong move.
Finishes the job, tying it up, 6 apiece. Thomas driving, putting it up, airballs it. Baker the rebound. Driving is Vernon. Vernon puts it up. And
what a shot by Jaquise Vernon.
An 8-6 McMichael lead. Number 0 takes it from beyond the elbow. He misses. Offensive rebound, Blackwell.
Begley.
Another 3. 9-8, Rockingham County lead. They take the lead once again.
What a 3-ball from Begley.
We've had 5 lead changes and 2 ties already. Dalton, deep 3. Goolsby defends it well. Vernon throws it up on the offensive rebound. He misses. And now Rockingham County will push the other way. Thomas to Goolsby in the corner. His triple rattles home. It looked like it was out at first. A 4-point advantage for the Cougars. Knocked away by Goolsby. One man to beat. He's fouled. Count it?
Nope.
No.
Down on the floor.
Nevertheless, they'll get the opportunity for 2 points at the line.
No, it was before the. Well. No, it's going to be inbounded.
They are not
No
in
shot.
the bonus. Goolsby will inbound.
I'm not sure who picked up the foul. Well, Jayon Moore picked up the foul.
Passes it up to Thomas on the logo. Takes the screen, thinks about the shot, passes to Ladarius Dillard. Dillard to Goolsby. Misses a 3. Rebound Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum struggling against Dillard's tight defense. Ladarius Dillard will kick it, and it'll go to the Phoenix. And Michael dribbles ahead.
Vernon will bring the ball up.
Gives it to Dalton. Rosenbaum, corner 3.
Oh, in and out.
He is struggling field goal-wise tonight.
Rebound to Thomas.
Ladarius Dillard's got it in the corner, up to Thomas. They pass it all the way around the
Travel.
perimeter. Called for a walk. Still a 4-point lead for the Cougars as McMichael dribbles the other way. Jaquise Vernon makes the pass to Dalton. In the corner now. Back to the wing. Back in the corner, back to the wing. Now in the other corner, Rosenbaum, another 3 misses. Rebound goes to Vernon. Vernon tries for a big man play, but another big man play will come courtesy of Bryson Moore, who gets the offensive rebound, the putback, and the foul. Has a chance to cut this thing to 1.
Bryson Moore with the shot at the 3-point play here.
He misses that one, still 12-10 as Ladarius Dillard rebounds for the Cougars. Dillard holds on, gives it to Thomas, pump fake, 3.
Goolsby in the corner.
Goolsby, once again, same spot as last time. This time it was a little bit prettier, 15-10. Largest lead of the night for the Cougars, almost stolen. Great defensive play, but an even better job recovering the ball. Makes the throw, Goolsby steals it, but he loses a handle on it. Now Dalton's got it. 15 seconds left in the first. Rosenbaum goes up strong. Too strong off the rim. Dillard drives the other way. A dozen seconds remain in the first. He goes up, blocked by Dalton. Back to Dillard. Lee's got it. Thomas the 3. He misses. 2-1. McMichael's got the rebound, out of bounds as we head to quarter number 2. A chaotic first quarter. 5 lead changes. And a 5-point lead for Rockingham County as this one finishes 8 minutes of play. Just pandemonium on the court.
On the first quarter, 6 points for Jaquise Vernon, 2 for Jack Baker, and 2 for Moore. Over on the Cougar side, Goolsby with 6, Begley with 6, Thomas with 3. And oddly enough, all of the Rockingham County scoring, except for the 3 free throws made by James Thomas, have been 3-pointers, 2 by Goolsby and 2 by Begley.
See, and Rockingham County's not known for staying consistent shooting-wise, so that could be an issue we face in the second quarter. But if the first quarter is any indication, this is going to be an
4 of 7
game.
4 of 7 from beyond the arc for the Cougars, and 0 of 4 from 2-point range.
Yeah, McMichael, they're getting good looks, too. They seem a little bit rattled. There's some massive fan energy here at Rockingham County. But,
the fan energy here at the Rock is always great. The home crowd really gets into it, and it doesn't matter the sport. There's a steal.
Going the other way, giving it to Thomas. Thomas in the corner. He'll drive right. Taking his time. Letting the floor even out. Dillard into Camden Lee, and Lee will get it off the glass and in. A 3-possession lead for the Cougars for the first time tonight. Jayon Moore holds on. He gives it to Braden Dalton. Dalton back to Moore. Moore goes left, inside, knocked away. Dillard with the steal. Dillard puts it up, floats it off the mark though. Dalton storms the other way. Goes up and is blocked. They'll call a foul on Goolsby, who puts his hands on his head in frustration.
Well, he's not happy with the call there, but no, there was contact from behind. Braden Dalton will go to the free throw line for his first 2 attempts of the night.
Dalton's first free throw misses. On the chance to cut to 6. He'll have another opportunity here. .58 seconds into the second quarter. Braden Dalton makes his second free throw off the bank. It'll be 17-11. Rockingham County Cougars with the lead. Full court press from McMichael. As James Thomas and Dillard pass through it. Jaden Militique under the basket. There's a foul called.
It's going to go against Rosenbaum.
Not a shooting foul.
Rosenbaum picks up, or no, they called it against Braylon Moore, his first, or Bryson Moore. Sorry about that.
Thomas inbounds it up top to Jaden Militique. Now in the corner, it's back to Thomas. Too strong on the 3, knocked out of bounds by Goolsby. At the scorer's table to check in will be Ty Begley for James Thomas. 6:40 to go in the first half, a 17-11 lead for Rockingham County.
So the Rockingham County captain is on the bench right now. Phoenix are going to have to try to take advantage with him off the court.
Done to the corner. Now inside, going up. Misses it, and Goolsby holds on. Jump ball called. Got tied up with sophomore Bryson Moore. He'll inbound. It's Goolsby as they have the possession arrow.
And Moore looked like he was going up, kind of lost it.
Here's Dillard up top. Makes the throw. Dangerous pass. He gets to his man. They continue to swing the rock, and it's stolen by Jaquise Vernon. Vernon going up strong. Tries for the N1. He's fouled, and with 6:01 to go in the second quarter, they'll have a chance to cut the deficit to 4.
Foul called against Ladarius Dillard, his first personal. Team foul number 1.
First free throw is a miss by Vernon.
And the Phoenix currently 1 of 4 from the charity stripe on the night.
Second free throw will roll out as well.
Rebounded by Goolsby.
Now Dillard's got a hold on it. They're up 6, courtesy of 2 missed free throws by McMichael. Jaden Militique holds on. Now gives it to Dillard. Dillard picks up his dribble. Begley the 3. Begley the miss. Offensive rebound goes to Jaden Militique, though. Drives inside. Tried to finish, couldn't. Nice play, but just didn't execute. Jayon Moore takes the jumper. And there will be a whistle blowing. He is fouled. He'll head to the line as their free throw woes have mounted up in the second quarter. And it's part of the reason they're down by 6.
Now, foul called against Begley, his first personal. Jayon Moore with his first trip to the line. Rattles that one in.
Made it 17-12. Even the free throws they've made have been so ugly.
Now we're going to see Jordan Militique and Tony Blackwell check in.
We've talked about stats we want. We want backboard free throws. McMichael, all of their makes have been backboard free throws. That one was not. It hit all sides of the rim 5 times, but it'll go in. 17-13, he goes 2 of 2 from the line. Rockingham County trying to extend their lead as Dillard will pass it to Blackwell to cross midcourt. Blackwell over, and it's knocked away. Vernon to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum swatted off the back of the backboard. And here comes Dillard. Pulls up, misses the jumper. Rebound. Jaden Militique almost has it stolen from behind. Almost stolen from behind again. Camden Lee, the 3. The lefty misses the triple. Ball is knocked around. Jaquez Vernon comes away with it. Moore gives it to Dalton. Dalton, spin move. Giving it up to Moore. Jayon Moore, the point guard, drives through the paint.
Oh, nice floater from Moore.
He will put it off the window and in. 17-15. Blackwell over to Dillard. Whistle blows, full timeout for Eddie Anglero. As McMichael on a 5-0 run to cut it to 2. Rockingham County up 17-15 as their coach calls timeout. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. Thanks for joining us on YouTube, Substack, RoCoRadio.com. Facebook has been acting funny lately, so we're not sure if we're live there, but thanks for joining us, whatever platform you're listening on. Here's an inbound to Ladarius Dillard. Dillard will give it up to Jaden Militique. Almost knocked out of bounds, but Dillard holds on. Nice handles. Kicks it to the corner. Blackwell, off balance 3, off the rim. Dillard showing off his handles. We'll hand it over to Militique. Jaden Militique, that is. He drives, puts it off the backboard, and missed it. Jayon Moore pushes the other way. Gives it to Vernon. Vernon puts it up and one. The entire McMichael bench gets on their feet. Randall Galloway, their coach, celebrates as he heads to the line with a chance to capture the lead. It is 17 apiece here in Wentworth.
That foul was called on Tony Blackwell. First personal. Team foul number 4.
Only 2 players up from McMichael. They've already brought their size back. That's Jack Baker and Bryson Moore, number 33 and 44. Free throw is missed as they fail to capture the lead. Here comes Dillard. Dillard over to Blackwell. To Jaden Militique in the corner. Back up to Blackwell. He drives. They call a travel.
Dillard
Took too many
traveled.
steps before dribbling.
So an unforced error cost Cougars the possession.
Jayon Moore will dribble forward. Moore makes a cross-court pass to Dalton on the logo. He's guarded heavily. Now we'll give it to Moore. Inside to Vernon. Vernon goes up from the elbow. Short. Back out to Vernon.
Rebound to
Back to
Baker.
Dalton. Dalton. He misses the triple. Offensive rebound again. They miss. Second chance points do not come on that trip, but not for lack of effort. James Thomas has it on the other end. 17-17. Inside. Left-handed floater is good.
Jaden Militig.
19-17 now. Cougars lead. Dalton has it. He drives, looking to tie it, and he's fouled. He will head to the line to shoot
Looks like
two.
that's going to go against Goolsby. That'll be his second.
These are two fast-paced teams. We thought one of them might try to slow it down. Not the case. They're going
Not so
full
far
steam ahead.
anyway.
They're playing to their strengths. They're playing to their opponent's strengths too. And that will result in a stalemate of 19-17 with Dalton at the line with a chance to tie it. Braden Dalton misses that free throw. He's had some struggles at the line tonight as number 10, Creed Coleman, is checking in for McMichael. That's not Creed Coleman.
That's not Creed Coleman.
We're going to call him Creed Coleman anyways because we're – no, I'm kidding.
We've also got Josiah Horsley listed as number 10 on the roster. So
Well, it's probably him. Process of elimination. 19-18 after Braden Dalton cuts it to 1. Thomas loses a grip on it. They want a double dribble. He's got it back now. Makes the pass inside.
he throws
and
it
is
away.
Going to go off the padding behind the backboard. 2:18 to go in the second quarter. Rockingham County leads 19-18 over McMichael, who dribbles up the court. Josiah Horsley gives it back to Jayon Moore, the starting point guard as of this 25-26 season. Moore over to Vernon. Vernon deep two for the lead. Off the mark. Thomas, defensive rebound. Driving, kicks to the corner. Goolsby's got it. Gives it to Dillard. Dillard, and they'll call him
And a
for
travel against Dillard again.
They're using their feet too much before dribbling, and the refs are getting them on it. Tony Blackwell will check in for Ladarius Dillard. As Jayon Moore dribbles up the court. Gives it to Horsley. Almost stolen by Jaden Militig, but it will call a reaching foul on him as it got to the intended recipient, and he put his hands on him.
Let's see, that foul looks like it was called against number 12, Malatic. And Moore off the mark with the first. And the Phoenix free throw woes continue.
That
Good with the
second one will
second.
hit. So it ties the game again, but they have missed some crucial opportunities at the line to get the lead. 19 apiece as Goolsby goes and gives it to Jaden Militig in the corner. Airballs the three. It goes right to Blackwell, though. Blackwell, top of the key to Thomas. Thomas, the jumper. He reclaims the lead for the Fighting Phoenix. 1:18 to go in the second. 21-19 lead for the Cougars. Jayon Moore drives along the baseline. Kick out. Three-pointer. Short. Thomas the rebound. He has been crashing those defensive boards. He will drive all the way to the hole. Swatted off the backboard. Jaquise Vernon. And they will call a goaltending. I didn't think it was on the way down or had connected yet.
So credit Thomas with the points.
But they will call it. So Thomas punches in two. Rockingham County leads by a couple of baskets, less than a minute to go in the first half. Vernon under the basket. He misses the layup. Knocked away.
Rebound
Moore,
goes up
the
to Moore.
three. Can't cash in. And it is knocked out of bounds by Rockingham County. It'll stay with the Fighting Phoenix. Vernon set to inbound. Gives it up to Moore. Moore now to Horsley. Horsley takes a three.
Three
Banks
ball.
it in. 23-22 as McMichael's side of the gym erupts. On the other end, fight for the ball, and Goolsby is fouled as he was the intended recipient of the pass. Pass interference on Jaquise Vernon, who did well as a defensive back for the Phoenix this year.
Well, Vernon picks up his first. That's only team foul number 2, so it'll be a Cougar inbound.
Here's the inbound. Giving it up to Thomas in the corner. 12 seconds left in the first half. Back to Thomas. Pump fake, drive, puts it up. Off target, knocked out of bounds. Goolsby and Vernon in the vicinity. It will stay with the Cougars. 6.1 on the clock till we head to the second half. Thomas inbounds. Blackwell holds on. 4, 3. Deep three-pointer. Jaden Mility will hit it with less than half a second to go. And the Rockingham County Cougars will extend their lead to 4. We had 4 ties, 5 lead changes. McMichael claimed within striking distance time after time after time. Big issue was the free throws. I mean, it was just a major issue in the first half. Can't really say anything to sugarcoat it. Even the ones they were making were ugly. It was bad.
5 of 12 on free throws for the Phoenix in that first half. Just a abysmal performance from the charity stripe. The Cougars only attempted 4 free throws and were 3 of 4. Their three-point shooting kind of cooled off after the first quarter. They wound up 5 of 14 for the half from beyond the arc. I'm going to count up some scoring totals and get them to you here in just a second.
Yeah, so Hatley's going to bring us the halftime stats, but yeah, it was a rough ride at the free throw line for McMichael. If they could have cleaned that up, it would have been good. But field goal wise, both of these teams are not doing too well. A lot of that's really good defense, but on McMichael's side, they've missed some open shots, and I think if they were shooting better, they'd probably be in the lead. Rockingham County also got some, I don't want to say lucky makes, but yeah, it was lucky make. I don't want to say it was. They made some lucky makes, but they also missed some shots that they should have made, just to a lesser degree, I think, than McMichael.
They made some tough shot selections, and they probably weren't the best choice of shots, but they went in, that type of thing. And some of the ones, that they should have made, they definitely missed.
I'll just say, if luck was on either of these teams' side, I would say Rockingham County's had a little bit more luck. But overall, they're playing a really good game. J.J. Tatum is out for McMichael. You need to continue to just keep that in your mind throughout this. But overall, Rockingham County's earned a 26-22 lead heading into the third quarter. Don't know what's going to happen past then because of just how close this has been, but very entertaining thus far. No team's gotten out of striking distance. Largest lead on either side, I think, was 7.
Yeah, that sounds about right for the biggest lead. At the end of the first, it was 15-10 in favor of Rockingham. At the half, 26-22. So the Phoenix outscored the Cougars in the second quarter. But as far as the scoring for both sides, let's see. Camden Lee has 2 points. Jaden Maletich with 5. Nick Goolsby was 6. Ty Begley was 6. James Thomas was 7 for the Cougars. Over on the Phoenix side, Braden Dalton with 2, Jack Baker with 2, Bryson Moore with 2, Josiah Horsley with 3, Jayon Moore with 5, and Jaquise Vernon with 8.
Thank you for keeping those first half stats, Hatley. The stat man, Jonathan Hatley. Keeping up with both teams, very difficult, very difficult. I don't even think I'd be able to do that if watching on TV and pausing it. So Rockingham County leads by 4, heading into the second half, one of the better games we've watched all year long. So, Hatley, what do you think? Let me say you're Eddie Anglera. What are you telling them at half? What are you hoping they come out and do?
Well, they've been that first quarter they were pretty effective from beyond the arc. Sort of cooled off in the second. I would work the ball inside some and play inside out. Goolsby's played fairly well down low. James Thomas does well driving to the basket. Maletich played pretty well down low, got some rebounds. So I would work it down low, and then when the Phoenix collapse on the inside game, then you kick it out. You let Begley shoot from outside. You let Goolsby shoot from outside. You got to play inside out.
Dan Tart saying in the comments, McMichael is missing a lot of talent that's injured. JJ especially, and Kai's out this season. Yeah, that is true. And I'm not sure, but I think Creed Coleman is injured as well. But, yeah, they're missing a lot of talent. And Kai Tart, he was just a menace defensively. He was so much fun to watch when they put him in.
Pressure from end to end. He was fun to watch on the defensive side and could contribute on the offensive side, especially distributing the ball.
We'll be hoping for a successful recovery for all 3 of the players who are injured. Right now, Rockingham County is up 26-22, probably partially because J.J. Tatum is out. We didn't get a chance to speak with Coach Galloway before the game, so we don't know about the severity of the injury, how long Tatum will be out. We just know that he's not on the court. He was wearing a boot and using crutches to get around before the game. He's been supporting his team from the bench thus far.
Well, you combine that with a 5 of 12 first half from the charity stripe, you've got to hit free throws.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest talking points in basketball is effective and accurate free throw shooting. If you're going under 50% from the line, it's hard to win a basketball game.
Yeah, and I mean, what do you consider a good free throw shooting percentage at the high school level?
At high school, 65 to 70% is good.
Yeah, okay, so 65 to 70. You're saying 8 of 12 from the line. Well, that makes this a 1-point game. These are important. And there were a couple of times where they should have definitely taken the lead and gotten some momentum that they just completely failed to.
Yeah, I mean, they've had their chances, and they've put up some not so great shots. I won't say they took poor shot selections. They just haven't been knocking them down.
Yeah, not many better shot selections than free throws, and they haven't even been able to hit those. So.
I mean, they've hit 1 3-pointer in the first half. So,
but they've taken them. And
9 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it's just not working, period.
They've done a little bit better from inside at times. But their numbers from inside are not phenomenal either. 7 of 19 from 2-point range. So, just the shots aren't falling. It's kind of the affliction they had last season where it just seemed like there was a lid on the rim. They'd take the shots, they just couldn't hit them. and this is a low-scoring first half, 26-22 at the half. It's not like anybody's really running away with this thing, so it's very much still anybody's ball game. Somebody gets on a good run,
oh, absolutely,
starts knocking down some shots.
And I mean, of all sports, it's basketball. So this is a game of runs. You see this more so than any other sport. I mean, anytime. If you say either team would open with a 12-0 run, I wouldn't be shocked. Either team.
Right, and then if you told me the other team would come back and cut the lead to 3 because they went on a 11-4 run, that wouldn't surprise me either.
Yeah, nothing would shock me here. I would be surprised if it was sustained. If you said one of the teams is going to blow out the other, I'd be shocked. But it is basketball. Anything can happen in this second half, and we are so excited for it. It is conference rivalry action. Crazy things happen there. It's county rivalry action. Crazy things happen there. So you take those two things and you multiply them together. We're going to have a crazy finish, and we're so looking forward to it. Thanks for joining us on RoCoRadio.com, YouTube, or Substack. Not sure if we're working on Facebook, but if you're listening there and you've somehow mastered that, thank you very much. Don't know what you did, but thank you. Special thanks to Michael Mills, Diane Sawyer, and I can't call her Miranda Ramey. That's my mom.
Thanks, Miranda.
Thank you all for liking the post on Facebook. Appreciate it. Here we go, quarter number 3 about to get underway here at the Rock. Braden Dalton will inbound for the Fighting Phoenix. To Jayon Moore, they're bringing their starters back onto the court. Just a bit taller than Rockingham County, but not by much. Dalton double teamed. Gives it to his teammate on the far side. It's in the corner. Now Vernon holds on, guarded by Begley and Thomas. Vernon almost loses it. Moore will give it to Dalton. Dalton drives, puts it up, and he is blocked. Blocked. Inside though, he will get the ball back and put it in to cut the deficit in half, making it 26-24. 7.5 to go in the third.
And the block went to number 0, who we still don't have a name for.
We're still calling him number 0. James Thomas has it on the far side, and it is given to Ty Begley. Now Thomas holds on, takes the 3. Too much on it. Offensive rebound number 0, throws it out to Begley. Takes a spin move, wide open 3 after creating a shot. Misses. Another offensive board by the unnamed number 0. And Goolsby will lose it in midair. Vernon with the steal. They might go down by 2. Gives it to Dalton. Now inside. Moore is going to be called for the double dribble. Still a 2-point lead for the Cougars as they will dribble up the court. It's Tony Blackwell with the rock. Makes the pass, spin move, Goolsby. Beautiful shot. It'll fall, 28-24.
Easy turnaround from the free throw line for Goolsby.
Might not have been easy, but he made it look easy. Here's Dalton. Into the corner, Rosenbaum. Jab step, double teamed. Dangerous pass, almost stolen. Dalton, though, nice hands, puts it up, charge. Showing some frustration on the ground as Tony Blackwell will inbound. No, he won't. Timeout called, full timeout called by Randall Galloway. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote today at 336-280-4859. That's 280, 48-59 for Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. Less than 2 minutes into the second half, we've got a 28-24 Rockingham County lead as James Thomas is set to inbound to Tony Blackwell. Starters on the court for both teams as Blackwell dribbles ahead. Blackwell had Thomas, guarded by Vernon. Thomas gives it to Goolsby on the far side wing. Back up to Thomas. Going right, gives it to Goolsby. Goolsby pulls up from the corner. No good. Rebound though, and Blackwell will clean up with a three-pointer to put them up 7. Tied for their largest lead of the night since it was 17-10. Dalton swarmed, throws it off of Begley and catches it. What? Now he gives it to Vernon. Vernon to Moore. Back to Dalton. Dalton the three, and he will respond emphatically. 31-27. 4 points separate these teams on the scoreboard once again. Thomas has got it. Now to Goolsby. Goolsby, spin move, throws it to Coach Anglero. That means it's out of bounds.
Tipped by Rosenbaum. Baker will come off. And that's going to be Bryson Moore checking in for him.
Thomas to Goolsby. Goolsby back to Thomas. Thomas the spin move, drive, kick out. Swinging it around the perimeter. Number 11's got it now. Unequivocal leader of the team, passes to Tony Blackwell. One of the youngest players on the court will pass it to Begley on the baseline, who tried to go up and under. He was fouled on the way up. He'll take 2 free shots.
And looks like the foul was called on Bryson Moore, his second personal. Begley's first trip to the free throw line.
Begley swishes it, 32-27. It stayed close nearly halfway through this third quarter. With that second free throw dropping, making it 33-27. 7-5 run so far in the second half. Jayon Moore gives to Braden Dalton. Dalton over to Moore. Moore pump fakes the pass, and he is guarded on all sides. Gives it to Vernon, though. Vernon throws it. Almost had the and one. He'll have a chance at the line. But they're making less than 50% of their shots from the free throw line.
Looks like that foul will go against Goolsby. That's going to be his third. Vernon, who's 0 of 3 from the line, will make another trip to the stripe.
Back iron on the first attempt. Free throw percentage in the negatives now for the Phoenix as a whole. And he'll miss the second one as well.
Rebound
Still
goes
a
out to
6-point lead
Thomas.
for the Cougars. Thomas kick out to Begley. Begley puts it up, misses. What a rebound attempt by number 0. It's tipped out of bounds by McMichael. 4:09 to go in the third. Thomas to inbound. Gives to Blackwell in the corner. He'll send it up top. Dillard to Begley. Begley, no good on the 3. Knocked out of bounds. They'll say it's going the Fighting Phoenix's way.
And Dillard knocked it out after Moore came down with it.
Jayon Moore gives it to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum is fouled. And Thomas had his hand on his face at one point.
That's second personal on James Thomas.
Rosenbaum inbounds to number 12, Jayon Moore. Back to Rosenbaum on the quick pass. He goes up.
And got it.
With the left on the far side of the basket. With the right on the left side of the basket, too. Made it 33-29 now. cut it to a 4-point game. It stayed around 4 points out of reach for most of the third quarter. Stolen, though, by Moore. Trying to change the tides here. They slow down the pace a little bit to Dalton. Dalton on the baseline goes up strong, off the glass and in. 33-31. Back-to-back scores for McMichael. Put them 2 points out of reach. Thomas puts up a long jumper. He misses. Rebound. Jayon Moore speeding up, going in to tie it. Misses. Almost a putback dunk by Vernon, and they will call goaltending because it was still on the rim. He has had 2 almost dunks tonight, and he's also had 2 goaltendings tonight.
Wow.
33-31, Rockingham County in the lead. Dillard gives it to Thomas. Dillard, cross-court pass, though, to Jaden Militique. Militique drives, and he's blocked from behind by Dalton. Goes out of bounds. They'll say it was off Dalton last after he got up there for the rejection.
Dillard has it, top of the key.
Spin move, puts it up, deep 2. Whoa, he gets it to drop. 35-31, brings it back to a 4-point advantage for the Cougars.
So Ladarius Dillard with the one-on-one game in the pull-up against Vernon.
Rosenbaum's got it, now inside to Vernon on the block is a miss from 44. Gets his own rebound, misses. The putback from Vernon.
What a putback by Vernon.
Vernon, he's not even that tall. How is he doing this? 35-33.
He can jump.
What on earth?
He can flat jump.
Now on the far side corner, Cougars looking to respond. Short on the jumper. Offensive rebound. Kick out. Begley. He misses the 3. Dalton's got the rebound. On the other end, Rosenbaum looking to tie it for the first time this half. Misses it. Defensive rebound goes to Thomas. Thomas, spin move. And there will be a charge call. Whoa! Number 0 just did a kip up. Style points for that.
So who'd they
Could
give
you
the
ever
foul
do one of
to?
those? I don't know. I just know that number 0 did a kip up. Here's Moore. Moore to Vernon. Vernon puts up a floater to tie it. Can't do it. Knocked out of bounds. And
I say it's off of Bryson Moore on that one.
there were 4 ties and 5 lead changes in the first half. In the second half, McMichael's had so many opportunities to tie it, but they have just missed those shots. They missed their free throws to tie it, and Cougars have stayed in the driver's seat. Number 0 to Dillard. Dillard is blocked.
Jack Baker with the big block.
Going now by Vernon. Vernon one-on-one with Dillard. Lays it in. Tie ball game, 35 apiece. Timeout Rockingham County. 30-second timeout as the Fighting Phoenix are getting hyped on their end of the court. Made in not too far from here. So they brought a lot of their fans. And we got a ball game. Less than a minute to go in the third. Fighting Phoenix finally tie this thing up again. Thanks for joining us. No matter the platform you're listening on, we're happy to have you along on RoCo Radio. 58 and 3/5 of a second to go in the third. 35-35. Rockingham County and McMichael neck and neck, tied actually. As close as you can be. There have been 5 ties, 5 lead changes throughout this one. It's been close throughout. Never a lead larger than 7. Thomas will inbound to Dillard. Cougars have not forfeited the lead here in the third quarter. Dillard drives ahead and draws it out after the timeout called by his coach, Eddie Anglero, and it's thrown away. Rosenbaum saves it from McMichael. Going inside, one-on-one with Militique, under the basket, and one! Backwards! He's got a chance for a 3-point play. A 37-35 McMichael lead.
Maletich with his second foul.
And Rosenbaum completes the three-point play.
And for a team that struggled from the free throw line tonight, that one was huge.
James Thomas goes the other way. 5-on-4 as Jayon Moore's in pain.
He caught an elbow on that screen
Begley
from
to tie it.
Goolsby.
No good. Thomas soars in for the rebound but can't get it. Dalton's got it, and he's fouled by, no, he's not. Randall Galloway from McMichael will call timeout as he was dribbling back. We've got 23.4 seconds to go in the third. And I believe he called timeout for Jayon Moore, who is in some pain. Don't usually call a 30-second timeout with 23.4 left in the third.
Well, he caught a pretty vicious back screen from Goolsby, and the elbow kind of caught him up around the eye.
Don't believe it was intentional, but it definitely wasn't fun. So 38 to 35.
When you got 6'4" against 5'7" catching an elbow, that's a little bit of a mismatch.
And we've got a scoreboard update. Ole Miss 7, Miami 3. The more important score is 38 to 35. And our game is closer. So here's an inbound to Jayon Moore. McMichael is up 3 after being down for most of the third quarter. 14 seconds left in the third. Vernon under the basket. Off the backboard, missed it. Offensive rebound,
to Baker.
Puts it up through contact, missed it. Rebound goes to Rockingham County, and a foul's called on Vernon.
A lot of contact underneath.
With 5.3 to go, a foul is charged.
Looks like it's going to go against Vernon.
It was either, I think they might have said Rosenbaum, but I'm not sure. I believe it should be Vernon, though. Here comes the inbound from Goolsby. 5.3 seconds to go. They're down by 3. Chance to tie it before we head to the final quarter. 38-35. Goolsby looking to inbound, gets to Thomas. Thomas, 4, 3, driving along the sideline. Got a 3. Can't
off
tie
the mark.
it. We head to quarter number 4. Rockingham County will inbound. It is 38-35. McMichael Phoenix in the lead. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive. We can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bowage to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859 for Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. 6 lead changes and 5 ties thus far. Never an advantage of more than 7 for a team. Incredibly entertaining. And we've got 8 minutes to go. A 38-35 lead for the visitors, the McMichael Fighting Phoenix, after they were down for the first 7 minutes of the second half.
And there'll be Cougar basketball on the inbound. Thomas, top of the key, right wing to Begley.
Now Thomas has it, knocked away, but he will save it in the backcourt. Behind the back, throws it to Vernon. Vernon to Rosenbaum on the other end. Rosenbaum through contact and one! Rosenbaum, who had a tough start to the game, is putting up multiple big-time and ones. They now lead by 5. 19 seconds into the fourth quarter. 40-35 as Rosenbaum sits at the free throw line. Rosenbaum will drill the free throw as well. 41-35. Ladarius Dillard dribbles the other way. Dillard holds on. Now we'll hand it off to Jaden Militique. Militique draws it out. Over to Dillard. Next to the wall court sign. Driving left, giving it to Begley. Begley to Militique. Jaden Militique gives it to Dillard. Dillard throws it to Goolsby. Bad pass.
Rosenbaum comes in with the big steal.
Dalton through traffic.
Oh, just rattles out. and they say that it's out off of Baker.
Could have had the largest lead of the night for either team after trailing 2 minutes of game time ago. Just to show you how close this is. They're still up by 6 as Rockingham County will take it up court. Down
Dillard
6.
speeds it up court.
100 miles an hour, he misses. Offensive rebound, though. They'll call a foul on the floor. He missed the shot. Here comes the inbound after Begley went up strong. The sophomore Begley, wearing number 21, will inbound.
Well, personal against Dalton, his second.
Gets it into Ladarius Dillard. Dillard goes right. Switching it up and giving it to Jaden Militique. Number 0 takes the jumper. Wide right. Jayon Moore pushing the pace. Giving it to Vernon. Vernon back to Moore. Moore, the triple. Wow, he drains it. 44-35.
Who scored that one?
How did it leave my mind that quick? I don't know. I got caught up in the moment, man. They lead by 9 now. Largest lead of the night. Ball thrown the other way. Somebody rewind this 20 seconds. Actually, don't. You might miss something. Jaden Militi's got it on the Rockingham side. Puts it up and under the and one. Bet you're glad you didn't rewind to help us with our stats. What an and one. 44-37 now. And Rockingham County has thwarted the massive momentum swing that it went McMichael's way.
Foul call against Jack Baker, his first.
Jaden Militique, the sophomore, will shoot the free throw to try to cut it to a 2-possession game. And he will. 44-38, a timeout called by Eddie Anglero, a 30-second timeout that is, with 6:01 to go in the fourth. In the first half, we had 4 ties and 5 lead changes, 26-22 Rockingham County lead. They stayed in the driver's seat by between 2 and 4 points for most of the third quarter, but 7 minutes in with 1 minute to go in the third, McMichael was able to claim the lead. They put the pedal to the metal very quickly, went up by 9 just a few seconds ago, but answering was Jaden Militique with an and one to make it 44-38 with 6 minutes to go.
What a game.
What a game. And I can't imagine what is in store in these final 6 minutes. Jeremy Rosenbaum will inbound on wrong side of the court for McMichael. Here he goes through traffic all the way to the hole. Kick out. Dalton. He plants the three.
The triple.
47-38. They go back up 9. Dillard on the other side for Rockingham County. Goes left. Gives it up. Jaden Militique again goes inside. And he will finish through contact. Twice now. Threes from McMichael? No. Make it 3 times. 3 times in a row. Threes from McMichael. 50-40. Their first double-digit lead of the night. Jeremy Rosenbaum having himself a second half. Dillard loses it.
That goes into the hands of James.
He's got it.
I thought that was Thomas.
Up, misses.
Baker with the rebound.
Now Dalton goes the other way. Rosenbaum's got it again. To the hole. Almost got the
nearly
and
rattled
one.
in.
Can you imagine what McMichael's side of the gym would have done if he would have made that?
Oh, they would have gone crazy.
That would have been his 3rd and 1 at a critical point in the game. And, hey, let's count the three-pointer, too, because that's the three-point play as well. That would have been his 4th massive three-point play in the past 4 minutes of game time when they have finally gone up. Maybe the key was Rosenbaum performing very well against these Cougars. 51-40, he's got a chance for them to go up a dozen. It would have been unthinkable 5 minutes ago. And he does, 52-40.
Jeremy Rosenbaum, a perfect 4 of 4 from the stripe tonight.
And a foul is charged to Jayon Moore as Tony Blackwell was dribbling ahead. Now, it's a 12-point game. It doesn't mean it's out of reach for Rockingham County, but it certainly doesn't look good as Jeremy Rosenbaum has been unleashed.
Yeah, scoreless in the first half, 13 points in the second half.
And he was shooting a lot in the first half. It was just a bad first half for him as Goolsby's tripped up by Rosenbaum. And it was looking like he was going to be a non-factor in the second half. No, he has erased any memory of the first 16 minutes of the game.
Rosenbaum picks up his first personal. Team foul number 4, so Rockingham County will be in the bonus on their next foul.
Tony Blackwell is set to inbound. He gets it in time, but it's stolen by Vernon. Vernon going up strong, blocked, and it hits the bottom of the backboard. Thomas going the other way after saving it. He goes up, and he's blocked on that end. Baker sends it into the wall. It will stay with the Cougars, though, as Thomas is set to inbound. 4:39 to go in the fourth. Here's a three. Jaden Militig misses. Jack Baker fights for the rebound. He does get it, throws it off number 0. It will go McMichael's way.
Great wherewithal there by Jack Baker to come with the ball, bounce it off the opposing player.
Here's the inbound to Jaquise Vernon. Vernon guarded by Thomas. Got to get it across midcourt. 4.5 to play in this one. McMichael leads by 12. Vernon over to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum up to Baker. Baker blocked from behind by Jaden Militig. Nick Goolsby's got it, and he's fouled by Jeremy Rosenbaum. And
there's the bonus.
They are in the bonus, too. Jaden Militig was the one with the rejection from behind. He got it to Goolsby, who will now shoot 2 free throws. Seen him with some free throw woes earlier in the year, but this first free throw will go in. Making it 52-41. 11-point ball game.
And the Cougars with just 1 miss from the stripe so far tonight.
Makes the second one as well, 52-42.
8 of 9 from the charity stripe.
Inbounding now, Rosenbaum's got it in the backcourt, guarded 1-on-1 by Goolsby, tallest member of the Cougars. Moore's got it, back to Rosenbaum, and whistle blows for the refs.
Timeout called by Coach Galloway.
Yeah, they were running out of time to get it across midcourt. They're going to redraw how to get across midcourt. Meanwhile, we are midway through the fourth quarter. Rockingham County's down 10, but they do not seem out of it at all. What do they need to do to come storming back?
They're going to have to get some shots to fall, and they're going to have to break this Phoenix momentum. McMichael just running up and down the court with reckless abandon, and their speed and their athleticism is really, really destroying the Cougars right now. The Cougars are going to have to get some pressure. They did great on this set, almost setting them back on the 10-second violation. Smart timeout by Coach Galloway. That was good pressure, and that's what they need to do. They're going to have to pressure the ball. They're going to have to get some transition buckets, and they're going to have to force some turnovers. McMichael's done a pretty good job of taking care of the basketball.
Thanks for the correction in the comments, Dan Tart. It's Maletich, not Militig. Is that correct?
Apparently. We had been told different things at the beginning of the season.
Well, thank you for that, Dan Tart. Here comes the inbound. Jayon Moore will go left with it. And it's almost stolen by Thomas. They'll call a foul.
He runs all the way up to the wall, up the bleachers.
We could have given him a high five if he was on this side. He made it all the way to the top on the other end. And that's usually where we set up. We missed out.
And Thomas picks up his third.
Here's an inbound
to Baker.
Baker's got it. Moore in the corner now. He's double teamed. Swarmed and stolen by Tony Blackwell. Blackwell going the other way. Down by 10, the Cougars. Almost stolen from behind. Number 0's got it. He'll give it up to Maletich, who's
blocked by Baker.
And they'll call a charge as well. Insult to injury as he hits the deck. And it'll go McMichael's way, but Rockingham County is staying put because they are in a full court press.
And that foul went against Maletich, his fourth.
Dalton inbounds to Jaquise Vernon. Vernon's guarded by Thomas. Vernon driving right quickly. He does get across midcourt. Moore the three.
Off the back iron, gets his own rebound.
What a move inside. He's blocked. Rosenbaum, though. Yes, sir. Second chance points. They go back up 12. Thomas is tripped by Moore from behind. Not on purpose. With 3:15 to go in the fourth. Still a 12-point game. Rockingham County in the bonus.
Well, Jayon Moore just picked up his fourth. So the point guard in foul trouble. 3:15 left to go in this game.
Thomas's first free throw is good, making it 54-43. Ladarius Dillard will check in for Maletic. Maletic will stay on the court. Number 0 will sub off. And Thomas makes number 2 as well. 54-44. Here comes the inbound. Jayon Moore's got it. Moore dribbles the other way. Moore to Dalton. Back to Moore. Moore now running from Rockingham County defenders, trying not to get fouled. Gives it to Vernon. Vernon guarded closely by Thomas. Time running out on the 5-second clock. He gets away and gives it to Dalton. Dalton now holding the ball. Almost has it stripped. He does not. And Vernon's got it. Vernon now gives it to Dalton. Dalton driving left. Kick out. Rosenbaum on the baseline. They say he touched it with his toes. So it will move to Rockingham County side of the court. Here's the inbound from Goolsby. Down by 10. 2.5 to play in the fourth. James Thomas dribbles forward. Dalton backs off a little bit. Thomas puts up a deep 2-pointer and swishes it. 8-point ball game. Timeout called. Eddie Anglero. It's a full timeout. McMichael 54, Rockingham County 46. What's the key to Rockingham County coming back? I don't want to say it's as simple as making their shots, but I think it might be.
I mean, that was a good trip down the court for Thomas, that pull-up jumper from about 18 feet. You know, wouldn't have been my selection of shots, but he made it. A good move there, kind of crossed up Braden Dalton on the defensive side. And, yeah, I mean, they're playing tight defense. They forced a turnover on the other end to lead to that basket. They've got to keep the pressure up. And we've got a score update on the NCAA football matchup. Miami is taking the lead 10-7 over Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is going to come back and win, though. We believe in Ole Miss. .221 to go in the fourth. Michael 54 and set to inbound.
I got to pull for the U in that game, though.
No, you don't. Vernon has it. Guarded by Thomas. Now double teamed. Double teamed. Gets it out to Moore. Great job there. And McMichael's got numbers now. Inside. Baker lays it in with his right hand.
Jayon Moore with the driving dish to Baker.
56-46 now. Dillard drives the other way. To the corner. Tony Blackwell misses a big 3.
Big rebound by Vernon.
And Vernon's fouled.
And that foul will go against Jaden Maletic. That will be his 5th. He is fouled out.
McMichael in the bonus as well.
Maletic fouls out of the game with 10 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal. And Jaquise Vernon will head to the line. 0 of 5 from the charity stripe tonight.
Vernon swishes it this time.
And another score update. Ole Miss has tied the game. It's a 10-10 game in the semifinal round of the college football playoff.
They all made a football field goal, I guess. I don't know. 58-46 after 2 free throws are made. Dillard spin move though. Goolsby in the corner. Drives along the baseline. Makes a pass.
Throws it away. Vernon has it.
Vernon's going for it. And he scores. Maneuvering around Thomas. Largest lead of the game. They've got a 14-point advantage. Thomas on the other end. Tries to respond. He's fouled on the way up, and he is on his back.
It looks like that foul's probably going to go against Baker.
Joe says on YouTube, what happened to the old Facebook, boys? Air out like a Joe Dexter jump shot? We took the shot. You wouldn't take the shot. But we don't know what happened. It's just not working.
We're not sure. It just stopped working, so.
I think Hatley messed it up.
Probably.
Thomas will miss the free throw. Huge win with. And Rockingham County is down 14 after leading by as many as 7 late in the third quarter, or midway through the third quarter. Thomas makes the second one. Now Rockingham County down by 13. Here's the inbound, gets to Dalton of the Phoenix. Drives and loses it off his right foot.
Oh, but they say it's off of the Cougars.
Interesting.
Looked like it was off of Dalton's foot, but they say it's McMichael basketball.
Vernon's confused. So Jaquise Vernon will inbound, and he was asking the referee if it was their ball. It is. They will inbound.
Inbound goes to Rosenbaum in the corner. Up top to Vernon.
Vernon just playing keep away right now. Almost has it stolen by Thomas. Evades it, drives, and will try to lay it in. He's fouled on the way up.
Let's see who they call the foul on. Looks like it's going to be against number 23, Jordan Maletich. And Jaquise Vernon will step up to the line. 2 of 7 from the stripe. Was perfect in his last trip.
One of them's Militique and one of them's Maletich. That would be so easy because we don't like referring to them by their full names every time. Jaquise Vernon makes the free throw.
So a 14-point McMichael advantage. 1:13 left to go in the game.
Second free throw is good as well. 62-47, their largest lead of the night, with a minute to go in the fourth. Thomas goes to the other side, down 15. Dillard will go to the basket despite being wide open for a 3, and he misses the layup after going up and under. Wrapping around Jaquise Vernon will be fellow number 23 wearer Jordan Maletich. As Joe Dexter has fixed Facebook. Thank you, Joe.
Jaquise Vernon, 4-9 from the line.
Misses the first. With 60 seconds to play, Michael up by 15. The score does not tell the story, though. Rockingham County was up for a majority of the first 3 quarters. Many lead changes and ties, though. Back and forth game until McMichael was pulled away in this fourth quarter. Thomas.
Baker steals it away.
Now Thomas steals it back. He's going for 2 off the backboard, missed. Dillard's got it. He misses. And now Jordan Maletich will get it. He gives it to Thomas. Thomas misses the 3, and Vernon's got it now. Vernon goes to the other side very quickly. Stolen from behind, though, by Dillard, who gives it to Blackwell. Back to Dillard. Knocked out of bounds, though, by Dalton. 28.3 on the clock. Inbound to Blackwell, up to Dillard. Dillard to Goolsby in the corner. Corner 3 from number 5. He scores 0 on that attempt. Now Dalton will get likely the final rebound of the game. Vernon holds on the Cougar Pearl Print logo as the McMichael fans will elevate and cheer after the hard-fought cross-county rivalry conference victory despite missing J.J. Tatum due to injury. Clock hits all zeros. Thank you guys so much for listening in on RoCo Radio's YouTube, Substack, Facebook for the first and final minute of the fourth quarter. But thank you. Any platform you were listening on, McMichael, a Rockingham County fan, we were happy to have you along. Stay tuned. We've got Jonathan Hatley with some post-game stats, and we're hoping for a post-game interview with one of the players from the winning McMichael Fighting Phoenix team. Again, thank you guys so much for spending your Thursday evening with us. McMichael will celebrate insane game. Very first quarter, it was back and forth from the beginning. Knew it was going to be a weird game when it started with 2 technical free throws. It was. And first quarter was chaotic. Went into halftime with 4 ties and 5 lead changes already. It was 26-22 Rockingham County in the lead. They held between a 2 and 7 point lead for most of the third. No team had led by more than 7 going into the fourth. Very close throughout. And with this, with that 2 and 4 point lead, they slowly lost it. McMichael had a lot of chances to tie it up or grab the lead themselves, especially with their free throw shooting, but they weren't able to. They eventually, though, did get the lead at the end of the fourth, and they never relinquished it. Heading into the fourth, they were able to slowly pull away and snatch victory from these Cougars, despite being down arguably their best player, J.J. Tatum, who dropped 30 in this rivalry matchup last year. Not only that, he also put in 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals in that game. So being minus him was not good for them at all. But overall, both of these teams probably come away from this win better players because of just how hard fought it was. And they're going to remember this going into their next matchup.
Yeah, just a hard-fought game on both sides. Made up until the Phoenix pulled away in the fourth. The Phoenix outscored the Cougars 25-12 in the fourth quarter, and that wound up being the big difference in the game. Over on the Cougar side, Ladarius Dillard with 2 points. Camden Lee with 2 points. Tony Blackwell with 3 points. Ty Begley with 8 points. Jaden Maletich with 10 points. Nick Goolsby with 10 points. And James Thomas leading the way with 12 points. Over on the Phoenix side, Bryson Moore, 2 points. Josiah Horsley, 3 points. Jack Baker, 4 points. Jayon Moore, 8 points. Braden Dalton with 12 points. Jeremy Rosenbaum with 15, and Jaquise Vernon with 19 on the game. Just big contributions from several players trying to make up the difference with their lead scorer, J.J. Tatum out, and the Phoenix were successful tonight, a 63-47 victory here at the Rock.
Yeah, an incredible job by both teams, I think. I think they both did really well. It was just a lot of bad shooting. And if they would have made the shots that they should have made, this would have been extremely high scoring.
1 minute. Make your way to the Commons.
Yeah, some more makes both ways, and this would have been an extremely high-scoring back-and-forth seesaw battle. As it turned out, 63-47 final was 38-35 at the end of the third. Pretty low scoring for the first 3 quarters for a high school basketball game.
Said nobody could understand what I said. Make it clear, lights go out in 30 seconds. Per Officer Noon.
So they're probably going to turn the lights out on us. This happened last time I was here.
Yep, we're getting kicked out of the gym.
Yeah, we got kicked out of the gym. I got kicked out of the gym. You weren't here, and it was pretty annoying. I was all by myself. I was breaking down a table, extension cord, everything, and it was annoying that you weren't here. You were just at home eating chips while I was up here
At home
sitting
eating
in the
chips.
pitch black with my broadcasting tape. No, I'm kidding. It was fine. But the lights are going out. I think we probably won't get the McMichael player interview.
Now
Probably
they're
not.
clearing out the gym, so
That's okay. That's okay.
that is all right.
Do not boast about tomorrow. Final score, 63 for Rockingham County. For McMichael, my bad. Oh. Final score, 63 for McMichael, 47 for Rockingham County. Hard fought, 5 ties, 6 lead changes to the finish. And McMichael improves in conference play to 2-2, I think. Rockingham County drops to 0-4. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for the kind comments. Thank you, Joe Dexter, for the technical work on YouTube. And thank you for listening on RoCoRadio.com, YouTube, Facebook, or Substack.